wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows or 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, I'm losing shit. A stupid myth, you choose to live or choose to...
Go time. What up and welcome in here for a special Elite Eight Sunday. And we have a special crew here to give us the goods. I got MMA Jeff, I got C-Mac, and Matty Ice are ready to give you guys the lowdown here. The haps on the craps to get the cash from these bookies with this Elite Eight matchup between Michigan State and Auburn. We got a whole bunch of action in play. Lots of games popping off in the NHL, the NBA, and everything else that's rolling. So I appreciate all you guys coming in here to hang out with us. I know it's last minute, but that's where we do it best. I can't wait to get into it with you guys here. MMA Jeff, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Had a great day so far. Had a great night in the UFC last night, and yeah, looking to cash some bets with you boys this afternoon, late evening, early evening, I guess I should say. But yeah, looking forward to it, and appreciate being on the screen with Matty Betts, and of course my boy C-Mac.
Well, making it Mac, Daddy's in the house. He's ready to roll. He's checking in from Las Vegas. C-Mac, how you feeling?
It could be better. I am sweating the golf here down the stretch. So last holes here. I need all these guys. If I could cash all my top 20s and 10s would be great. Except Harris English. But everyone else, if I could get all these guys, 4 of them, I would be happy man.
Well, we are sweating golf. We are sweating NASCAR. We are sweating hockey. We are sweating the NBA. We're sweating it. You name it. We're sweating it. But this guy, newcomer to the show, he don't sweat. He's on ice. It's Matty Ice. Matty Ice, how you doing, my friend?
I'm good, man. I'm happy to be here with you guys. I got a few minutes before my game pops off, so I'm glad to be here. Hopefully we give out a couple winners, and hopefully State takes it to the Final Four today. So
I know you're a big Michigan State fan. I can't wait to talk about this with you guys here. We don't have a ton of time to waste, but we do have some time. So I want to thank all you guys in the chat for coming out here. Redbeard, Dana, Delp, MMA Jeff Fan, a.k.a. Perky. It's good to see you each every stride. Our guy Keith is busy today, but he's checking in from the chat. Tarek B, Lucky Power, Daddy Beats. It's a special Sunday stream. Tarek B says a stream on Sunday. Let's go. I already hit Houston and the under. Boys, it's going to be fun here today. Yeah, impromptu, but sometimes that's where we do it best. So let's get this money, fellas. Let's talk about this Michigan State game. Big battle, Elite Eight. We've seen, of course, the narrative. The favorites have been dominating here, but we've got a 1 versus 2 matchup. And yeah, we saw it. Houston takes down Tennessee 69-50. So we already got a 1 seed advancing today. Houston moving forward. I know our guy Razor Sharp Picks is going to like that. He's got his future ticket with Houston, but Auburn and Michigan State. Some would say a little bit of disrespect for Tom Izzo and company out there. They've done nothing but dominate. They cover a ton of spreads when it comes to the Sweet 16, the Elite Eight, and on their way up. I love the comments I heard from Izzo earlier this week. He said, hey, we're not so concerned about winning a game. Once you've won the tournament, all you can think about is winning the tournament. So with that being said, let's talk about how they win the tournament. 5.5 points, Auburn, Michigan State. Matty Ice, let's go right to you, my friend. I know you got we got you for a limited time, but we certainly appreciate you being here, showing up, talking to us about your squad. So lay it on us, my friend. How are you trying to get paid in this game?
Yeah, so I touched on it a little bit earlier with you guys before we went live, but I don't bet Michigan State to win straight up because I don't like to lose twice. Like I feel like I lose with my heart, then I lose with my wallet. So we do a little bit of but I love making money. Right. So I try and with this game, I did a few things and I got some player props for you guys and some angles that I really like. The one thing is, I'll tell you this about Tom Izzo and Dude, I've met Tom Izzo multiple times. I've been to many close practices that he's had. I'm actually really good friends with the baseball coach at Michigan State, Jake Boss. So I get to go up there quite a bit and kind of hang out. Like,
Yeah.
A lot of people
Toot it, brother. I like to hear that.
So it's
putting it out there all the way.
It's actually pretty cool. But one thing I know about Tom Izzo is this guy. I promise you, he hasn't slept since he won on Friday. On Friday. So that's one thing I tell you. Like, this guy wants nothing more than to win another national title, and it's been 25 years since he's done it. And he's got a squad that has bought into his mentality and the way he wants to play. And I know one thing, like, I know there's a lot more talented teams out there, but when you play a team that's a cohesive team that plays for each other, that's tough to beat. And I don't give a shit who you are and how much talent you got. Michigan State beat Zion. They beat RJ Barrett. And if you remember that, they beat Zion, RJ Barrett, and who was Cam Reddish back when they were huge favorites a few years back. So he just knows how to get these players, these 3- and 4-star players, to play for each other and kind of suck up his mentality. So I'm just hoping that's what keeps going this year, and we keep cashing in tickets and get to the Final Four, and then we'll see what happens. But as for today, my plays, I got a single game parlay. Are we allowed to give out? Are we allowed to give out where we bet stuff at? I don't know.
Sure, yeah, whatever you got, man. Whatever you got, lay it on us.
At MGM, I got under 156.5 and Michigan State plus 8.5 at plus 105 at plus money. So I did play that today. I think this game definitely goes under the 140. I don't even know what the actual number is right now. 147.5 maybe. Is it 147, 148.5?
Let me look. Let me see what we have for the best numbers on the line here right now. I'm seeing 147.5. So I think are some spots that are still pretty widely available.
So I like the under. I think this game goes under just because, like, you're going to get maximum effort from us. When you're not as talented as the other team, the one thing that you can do, even if you're not as talented as a basketball player, is your effort, and your effort shows up defensively. So that's where we're strong at. We're a very good defensive team. So I like that under. So I just kind of bumped it up, obviously, did a little single game parlay where I got more points and I got a better number for the under. So 156.5 and Michigan State plus 8.5 is plus 105 at BetMGM. And I literally just put that in maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes ago or so. So that probably should still be there. And then I got a couple props I like. I like Jace Richardson threes over 1.5. That's at minus 135. So you're paying for it a little bit. All these numbers are at BetMGM. But he's hit this number 7 out of the last 8 games. 4-0-3, 4-3, 2-2-3 is his last 8 games. So yeah, so I really like Jason. The one thing I look at when betting player props is how many opportunities you're going to get and how much run are you going to get, how many minutes you're going to get. So do you get to shoot the ball, and then how many minutes you get to play. So those are 2 big things in the player props. And Jace is playing. Michigan State goes 10 deep, so they run a lot. But the 2 players last game that got a lot of run is Cohen Carr and Jace Richardson, both over 30 minutes. And that doesn't normally happen with Michigan State players. Normally they're 20, 22, 24 max. So they're both getting a ton of run, which means a ton of opportunity. So I like Jace Richardson over 1.5 threes at minus 135. And, of course, as I know everybody on the screen knows, but Cohen Carr is a freak athlete, and he's from Atlanta. So this is like his hometown. He's from Georgia. So he's got a little extra pep in his step, and he don't need any extra. Trust me, this dude is a freak athlete. So I took Cohen Carr over 4.5 rebounds at minus 115. He played 30 minutes, 31, 32, 30, somewhere around there, 30 plus minutes last game. And I don't see that changing. He's a difference maker. So I love that he's going to be on the floor for that many minutes, and for him to get 4.5 rebounds, and he can jump as high as anybody out there. And I seen him like this guy is an NBA player right now. Like, his body type is like, he's a man. On TV, it doesn't really show it, but he's a man when you see him in person. he's just a different type of person. And for only being like 20 maybe, I know he's a sophomore, so he's going to be phenomenal. But going back to his hometown, I just love that angle, and I think over 4.5 rebounds with playing the minutes he gets at -115 is a good number, so I played that. And then I also took Colin Carr over 8.5 points at +105. His last 3 games, he had 15, 8, and 18. So he only hit it 2 out of 3, but that one he only missed by hook. So, and like I said, he's going to be out there a lot. He loves to dunk the ball. If he gets the ball in his hands and a breakaway or anybody, they look to throw him the oops. So, like I said, he's out there 30 minutes plus 8.5 should be pretty good money. So I know I was kind of long-winded there, Mikey, but that's all I got for this game specifically.
It's all good, man. It's fantastic insight. We know you're rooting for the green, and I'm not going to disagree with you there, but let's go to our guy, Michigan Mac. This guy is all over Twitter, of course, hitting the books with them boys, doing their thing. Baseball season's rolling around. He's a hitting prop extraordinaire as well, so I know there's a lot more to come. But for right now, let's talk Michigan State, Auburn, C-Mac. How you getting paid?
Yeah, I'm on the under, 147.5, -107. Took that earlier today. If Michigan State wants to be in it, that they have to play kind of their style. And at times, Richardson and others have to hit shots. Carr's got to be huge. Fears has got to be big for them. But in the end, I think Auburn is the better team. Can they take advantage? I think Auburn's defense has been a little bit suspect on the road and on neutral courts. I mean, it shows in the numbers. But in the end, I think they win this game. For all the number 1 seeds. We'll love it. We'll talk about Houston. I love the matchup today with them. I think the problem here is their game, of course, coming up next against Duke. Even if they get by there, even in the title game, whoever comes out of here, that's just a problem. It's just gonna be a massive problem, I think, for them, especially if they have a bad shooting night. As good as they are defensively, I just think they're gonna run into a team that's gonna be hitting too many shots and they lose. So I want Houston as much as anybody, but congrats to them. That was a great first half as well.
Yeah,
that's it. I'm on the under.
They put him in the locker. They never looked back. I love this under look well here with this Michigan State spot. Boys, we got some opportunities here. 47-27 is what we have going across all of March Madness brackets. When you have a dog of 5 or more points beyond round 3, they do find their way to a defensive battle. Man, we saw a ton of overs to start this thing here. Michigan State goes 15-0 to the under when they're following a game in which they allowed more than 25% from the 3. So it kind of just goes back to that adage. You got to shore up. You got to play some defense, and Tom Izzo is going to be the guy to do just that and help these boys X-0 this thing out. 10-0 to the under after they had a game, again, allowing more than 35% shooting. They were in a battle that last game, and they found a way to come through it, Jeff. Talk to us, MMA, Jeff. Big weekend here. You got a lot of things going on right now. You got golf. You got NASCAR. What do you have for us in the –
I got a whole lot going on, as you had mentioned. I jumped on Michigan State plus 5.5. I also took Michigan State on a teaser and the under, so I appreciate you guys' looks on that. You guys broke the game down perfectly. I'm on Michigan, plus 5.5, and then I took them on the teaser, plus 9.5, and then again the under. So I got a whole lot going on. I guess I was figuring you want to give your breakdown for this game before it gets going, but I want to talk some golf.
We'll get there, of course, here. Yeah, I rolled in. I gave this thing out earlier today. I love this Michigan State spot, plus 5.5. Win, lose, or draw here. This is just too many points. I think this is the last team touches the ball, gets the W. And look, we've seen it. Florida cashes 84-79 against Texas Tech. Duke cashes 85-65. I know we'll touch on some of these games, of course. And then Houston, the question is, do we see all the number 1s pop through here? I shared a number earlier this week, maybe it was last week. The top 20 offenses in KenPom, the top 30 defenses in KenPom have found their way to advance in the tournament. And that, in fact, over the last 24 years, you have to have both of those attributes to have won the bracket and won the big chip here, but I don't
Except North Carolina.
Except North Carolina. We'll give them the exception. But I think
Michigan. But Auburn was right outside that. If you look at it defensively, they were all year about 30, and to end the year, I think they ended up right. But still, they were just outside like 40th, and the offense, I think, still was right third or fourth by the time the tournament started. Because that's the automatic look. I was all over that like a hawk 2 weeks before the tournament, and those are the teams that are left here. Florida, top 10 in both. Duke, top 10 in both. Houston, top defense, but the offense was a little bit lower. So they were a little bit flipped like Auburn was. Just flipped the sides, the defense and the offense. Man,
I'll tell you what, though. The books have been getting cooked. These parlays with these favorites, they're just dominating. And of course, we're seeing here again. Why not? Houston and Auburn come together on the battle here. I just think they're selling Michigan State a little short with this 5.5. We got our guy Ramon Scott. He's been running so hot, and he's here to give us a little action as well. Ramon, what do you have? Michigan State, Auburn, steam reports. Lay it on us. What's the haps on the craps, my friend?
Well, we got Matty Ice in here. We got to be going Sparty. Honestly, though, I'm just not liking what I see really from the Tigers. I was calling them the Auburn Globetrotters out there. They were trying so many things. And yeah, they're getting it done. They found a way, but boy, they're not very aesthetically pleasing here with some of their selfish play. It looks like they're not playing cohesive as a team like Izzo has his guys going. So I might need Auburn to win this game for some of the things going on in my brackets and the pools and the contests and all that, but I don't feel very confident with them. So I can get some points here with Michigan State, guys. I'm going to do it and just hope we get a little closer game than that last game. By the way, Connor, I don't know if you saw the line just came out, or maybe don't look. Give me a guess if you want to here in the game between Duke and Houston, or maybe you've already snuck a peek at it.
Yeah, I've already seen it. Duke's favored by 4.5 here.
I was going to say 4.5. I would have guessed 4.5. All right.
Yeah.
What do you boys think about that? Duke and Houston at 4.5. Early looks, boys. Thoughts around the board without much research. We don't need much research here. We've seen what these guys can do. Duke, the big favorites. We know Flag's the big guy to go out there. He's the name of the tournament. Does he come home cutting the nets, do you think? Is Duke going to be the guys that go out there and find victory?
Here's my only problem with Duke. My only problem with Duke is they played in the worst conference of all the conferences that are left. Look where they were battle tested over the last 3 months. I mean, who did they play over the last 3 months compared to who all these rest of these teams have played? I mean, they haven't played anybody. There's nobody that Duke has played. ACC has been horrific. So I don't know. I think the values with Houston. Give me right now. I mean, obviously I have to look into it, but Houston plus 4.5 looks really good to me.
I think so too. It just comes down to, I think, shooting the basketball.
Tested.
Both these defenses are great. They have an off night. Duke can win here by 10. They are better. We saw it against Purdue, and they had a 10-point lead. They scored 4 points in the last 8 minutes of that game the other day. I mean, that was rough watch for Houston. So they have the defense. That's what you like. A solid defense as a dog is always nice. We talk about it all the time.
Yeah, you thinking maybe the under in that game?
Oh yeah,
I think so. I mean, what's the number at?
136.5.
What is it?
136.5.
Not a bad
The
look.
problem with these unders is, man, even if you're within 10 points with a minute to go, you could see 21, 22, 23, 20. That's the only scary thing about betting unders in the tournament is these teams don't quit. You know what I'm saying? They don't stop.
Agreed.
Oh yeah.
Agreed. Yeah. No.
That's the problem with betting the unders. So I mean, that just take that for what it's worth. But I mean, you look at it, you look at it and instantly think that would be an under, but that I would put caution with that part is if they're within 10 on a minute, you could see 20 more points. So
Fair enough. We got our boy Spenny, fresh out of the clink. What are you thinking for this Michigan State game?
What's going on? What's going on, boys? How's everyone doing?
I don't know if you were watching the show last night there, Matty.
Hey, listen, I want to hear about it. I know we probably don't have time, but I would love Spenny to touch on it.
We'll talk about it when the game starts.
Yeah, I mean,
do you even remember it? I was gonna say that. He probably doesn't even fucking remember it. Yeah.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. I got a couple of spots here for the Michigan and Auburn game before we pop off here. Just a couple player props. I'm going to jump in. I'll take a couple spots with some points for some guys today. I'm going to do Pettiford, 15-plus points at plus 145. He's found his stroke the last couple of games, looking really good, controlling the pace for Auburn and making some really big shots. So I like Pettiford, 15-plus points, plus 145. I like Akins on the other side for Michigan State. Again, consistent score, been solid. He needs to step up, have a big game here again today. So Pettiford at plus 160 Akins for 15 at plus 160. And then two other guys, two other kind of longer kind of shots for 15 plus. Holloman, 15 plus points at plus 210. And Mazzara on Auburn at plus 310 for 15 plus. I'm going to take a couple shots with those guys.
Any thoughts from you on this early read between this Duke spot that's opening up for us here? 4.5 points. What are you thinking about Duke? The Dukies?
Duke looks strong. I thought Alabama was going to give them a better game, but they got absolutely handled. So Duke's a bit of a wagon right now, but they're bound to have a tougher game come up sooner or later. I'm just hoping Michigan State gets the win here. I got 25-1 on Michigan State to win the chip here. So see if they can at least get past Auburn here.
Matty, I saw you shaking your head there. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
Well, one thing I said about Duke too that I forgot to mention is they kind of came up with the perfect storm, right? You know what's going to happen. You guys have been doing this as long as me probably, but you know what happens to a team that makes 27 threes the day before or the time before. You know what's going to happen. So, like, I mean, the Stars.
Sears under was like could have smashed that shit yesterday.
What do you mean though? Duke didn't make a ton of threes.
Not going to score.
No, Bama did though. Game before.
The game before, yeah, and then they were ice cold. That was the problem.
Exactly,
I mean, they're going to shoot over 33s. They didn't have it, and they were fucked. Yeah. Oh, okay.
We've all been doing this a long time, and you see that, like, it's just kind of easy. Everything was easy for Duke. That's all I got to say. Like, everything happened that, like, lined up.
Yeah. Yeah. Their path's been fairly easy, so far, it seems like. Houston looked good today too. They handled, Tennessee fairly easily. So,
yeah, it's a perfect spot after that tough game, I thought.
Yeah,
it makes it a little easier too.
Florida's had a tough path, but they keep grinding out these wins, and those tough grind out wins. I think come up big, later on in this tournament too, and they got to, really, fight for that win late. So we'll see what happens with them.
Same thing with Michigan State.
Yeah,
this team has fell behind, and to come back, I think they've had a pretty easy bracket as well.
Yeah,
go to here, at least.
Yeah, Florida's had some tough games. Like that game against UConn, their game last game was tough. Like two back to back, really tough games. Oh,
RZA. I popped it up there on the screen. He's asking if anyone's on the over. I know myself, I'm on the under. Matty, I think you said you were on the under. Connor, Ramon, Spenny, any thoughts?
Now we heard Connor say under was his top play. Yep. I mean, I got to stay under here with this one with Michigan State and Auburn for sure. That's what I called on the show this morning, and I just feel that's going to be the case here with these guys. Yeah, we did have that rash of overs to kind of get started, but now that feels like we're kind of getting down to business here with these unders. So yeah, I'm gonna come in with the under here and get Sparty in here. Just some kind of close game. Let's have some fun. Let's have some excitement and make this one a little better than that last one. It felt like with Houston that we've kind of waited for when will their blow up happen? When will they turn into our regular old Houston? I say regular old Houston, meaning when will their season end abruptly because it didn't look that good. But man, that was really impressive what we saw against Tennessee. Pretty impressed there that Houston was able to do it without much challenge at all from the get-go in that last game. So let's get a good one here. Maybe not for Matty. Maybe we can get a blowout, but we got some guys on Sparty here. So let's roll a little bit with those guys to cover. But I might need to thread the needle a little bit.
We're gonna get all number one seeds in the Final Four. Is that what we're gonna get?
That's what Mike was saying earlier. Which seed is gonna lose? Are we still at
Come
5.5?
on. Send Auburn home. Get in there, Michigan State.
I do like that. One thing I gotta say, I'm gonna give out one more play real quick. Well, not really a play, but something to keep an eye out before I take off here. I gotta go watch the game. Be ready to jump on Michigan State second half. Okay, they have been an average first half team all year long, and then once the second half comes, they just turn it on, and it's absolutely crazy how good they are in the half. Yeah. So keep an eye out for a live line or a second half play if your book gives it to you right now, whatever it may be. But that's always going to be there. It's an option, and I'll be watching it as well. So that's probably what I'm going to leave you guys on. Mike, thanks for having me, inviting me on the show today. C-Mac, Penny, Ramon, Jeff. God, go Sparty, man. That's all I got to say.
Let's go.
Appreciate you joining us, and we'll look for that second half as we go live here.
Definitely.
Thanks, guys.
Yes. Thanks, Matty Ice in the house there. A debutante to Sports Monday.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, Izzo's one of those one of the best second half coaches too. And like the we were saying earlier too. C-Mac said it too. Like Michigan State's been a second half team all the whole tournament and the whole season seems like. So
yeah, but I gotta say Auburn, same thing. At least in these 3 games, they have been the same kind of slow team, and then had huge second halves as they were down to Creighton. They were down still at 8, I think, with 12 minutes left to Michigan.
Yeah, they fought back.
Came roaring back, went on a 20-2 run.
Yeah, that was crazy.
In about 5-minute stretch.
Michigan
bottom line is
just kept trying to feed Golden the whole time, and they didn't do anything else but just try and use Golden the whole time. Yeah. It's like what you guys got to move the ball around more. You can't just feed Golden the whole time.
And it's the depth. That's why Michigan State can't have that today. That's why we saw it the other day with Houston, which could be a problem in the tournament. If you can't have 5 or 6 minutes without scoring. It's like just the total, unless the defense, like Houston, is very good, can hang around. It's just, not scoring any points in like a 5 to 7 minute span.
I can't go on like a 5 or 6 minute run going no points or 2 points or whatever it is.
Yeah, regular season different. It's just with the tournament, it's like you're fucked here.
And Broom backs in down low, puts it off the glass for the first bucket. I always feel like, for me, Broom, look, it's got a great complementary cast. I think Broom is a head and shoulders on this team. Sometimes he does too much.
For sure.
Sometimes he doesn't do enough, it feels like. And that's the out of sync sometimes it feels like I've seen from Auburn. And like I said, I thought last game, I think the athleticism takes over for them, and that's what helped kind of propel them. Because like I said, I thought they looked terrible. I thought they looked out of sync. Well, we're shooting Curry style,
it was Jones and Pettiford that took over last game late. The two of them just completely took over the game against Michigan. Pettiford couldn't be stopped. He was just making everything.
Yeah, it's huge in saying that.
I think they've, tried to read their own clippings a little bit and think they're too much. But here's just Broom just muscling down low, easy, smooth turnaround here for another bucket, and we're 4-0 here early. I'm keeping an eye on that. That golf's almost over, Jeff. I mean, you can almost put the money in the bank, but to sweat out a couple holes here. Hopefully, no interruptions here. Easy 35-1 winner coming home for Jeff.
Let's go, baby. 35-1. Minwoo Lee is lighting the world on fire. I also, the only juice I took was Scheffler coming in the top 5 at -125, and he's challenging Minwoo Lee right now to a certain extent. He doesn't have enough holes left, in my opinion. But yeah, solid fucking week of golf. Love it. 35-1. Can't beat it.
And we had some of the coaching carousel from my San Diego Tritons. Eric Olin is going to go move down there to New Mexico. He built the UCSD program. I don't know if I saw it coming necessarily here because he's done so incredible with this program. But I guess, if you think San Diego to Albuquerque's an upgrade, good on you. Usually people I know that have made that journey are on the downside of their lives, but I understand going to the pit, taking over a great program like New Mexico. I'm kidding, of course. There, love Albuquerque, but now they've turning to Clint Allard will UCSD in their future. So a little bit more coaching carousel here. Eric Olin, he built this program for 12 years, took them right to the NCAAs. They were the darling of the tournament. Now he'll take over the Lobos down there. Look, that's a great program with a great history, no matter how you look at it. So it is an upgrade for his life and a good move for New Mexico, but still there I always bag on the Lobos a little bit.
Ramon, as I had mentioned, Minwoo Lee, he just dropped it in the fucking water.
I didn't want to jinx it there. He just had a par on that last hole. We only got 3 to go. I think he could hang on, but look who it is now, Jeff. It's not one of these other names. It's no doubt one man, Scotty. Let's just say it. Scotty's the man. That so maybe there could be
Gary Woodland's right there too, and he's still got a couple holes. Gary's not no slack either.
No, Gary just got an eagle though, so he obviously shot himself ahead. But I don't think he's playing well enough to get to the 21 mark. But Minwoo's probably going to drop to 20. I would imagine he's at least getting a bogey on this one, dropping the ball in the water.
Yeah, at least he's on the par 5, right?
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
drop a shot.
Ramon, you always got the
Yeah,
updates. Do we know if Inferni's in tonight for Portland yet?
Yeah, let's check out
I'll be right back.
tonight in the NBA with our matchups. We got that next one up, top of the hour with Portland and the Knicks here tonight. Knicks favored by 7.5 and 220.5. That's all we got left. Besides this, really some NBA action here tonight, and I'll call up those. Unless did you guys say already? So I'm still showing them as questionable here.
Okay, I was just waiting to see if he was in or not. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you boys came in so hot, my internet couldn't handle it. Oh, I think I'm reset. I think we're good to go. This game is obviously underway, but tremendous job, fellas. Way to break this thing down. Way to get us going. Matty Ice, shout out. We're going to be rooting for his Michigan State Spartans here as we get rolling. Treat to have him here with us. Battle here early, 8-8 as this game's getting going, fellas.
Yeah, this turns out to be kind of my game for my little contest across the street. There's a couple of folks on Sparty. I have Auburn, so I'll be able to kind of reclaim the top spot. But just with an Auburn victory, like I said, it's not a hedge. I just don't like the way Auburn has looked coming in so far. A good start here, though, looking pretty composed at this point early on with this 10-8 lead currently.
Do want to thank everybody coming in here, joining us. Appreciate you guys spending the time with us here on Sunday. Impromptu, but a big game. We thought it was only right that we get some coverage out here. Yeah, Jeff's got some golf bets going on. We've got some NASCAR bets going on. We've got some NHL bets going on. NHL bet that I want to get involved with here. A game just popped off. I'm going to take the under 5.5 in the Carolina and Islanders game. The under 5.5 in that spot. 8:10 p.m. I'm going to take the under in the Anaheim and Toronto games as well. So stay tuned. Lots of action, boys.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the lineup in that Portland game to get some plays in.
I want to get involved in Portland. Portland against the Eastern Conference has been a money maker here. I don't know if the wrong team's favored or not. Portland's been kind of struggling here on the onset, but +7. Jeez, +7 points. Give me 7.
Yeah, they're waiting. They're probably waiting to see if Inferni's in or not too. But he's probably baked into the line a little bit because Scoot's out, and they got a couple other people out too. I want Denny and Vita props all day long. I'm just waiting to see if I want to take the whole thing. I already took Josh Hart triple-double at 12-1. I'm thinking about doing like a 10-7, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, and 10 rebounds, 5 assists for Hart and Avita together.
Well, triple-double action. I like it. Let's go.
Of course, come on. I got to.
Why wouldn't you? The
Come on, Josh Hart's the guy's caught like consistently like right around it almost every week. Like especially with Brunson out, like you got him at the prices that they're putting him at. You take the shot and then you do like the 10-7 or 7-7, whatever. Ladder him up if you want, but he's always just right around it.
We do want to hear what you guys are on in the chat, so we appreciate you joining us. Take some time. If you haven't done so already, it's time to smash that thumbs up button. That's how we can grow this channel. We appreciate you guys coming here. We love the members. We love the contributions, but the biggest thing you can do to help us is smash the thumbs up. If you haven't done so, let's take a quick time out and do that just now. I'm glad Matty Ice brought up that second half bet for Michigan State. That was something that was written down there that I can't help but acknowledge is what they can do when they make the X's and O adjustments at halftime. Maybe
Izzo's one of the best.
One of the best in the business. I swear, it's Izzo and Tortorella. Those are two player coaches that are not afraid to get in your face. And I've seen that. I've seen that in previous tournaments as well. High expectations, trying to figure it out. What a cast to start this thing off, boys. Appreciate everybody here. You guys on screen, MMA Jeff, C-Mac, and Matty Ice. But we got Spenny Penny Bombs here. Ramon Scott's been running so hot. We're fortunate to have Ramon. Guy does like 14 hours a day on stream. He's here with us here today. A lot of fun, Ramon. Let's go.
I'm watching the women's action here. We're down to a minute left with you. My winning streak, Mike. I don't think feels like I haven't lost a women's game all tournament. Here we kind of swept those first games. That first game here, we went with Duke plus the points on the show this morning against South Carolina. I have a futures bet on South Carolina Gamecocks, but they've been kind of squeaking along in some of the games. So we took Duke and sent out my premium card. We said go under with Duke and South Carolina. South Carolina won it 54-50 to move to the Final Four. The Gamecocks and my favorite player, Tihaina Pau from a great athletic family, the Pau, and South Carolina advancing. UCLA hanging on here. I did give out LSU +5 on the morning show. Right now, UCLA by 7 with a minute left. I did also send out another under in the NCAA women's tournament, and that game was my premium pick. It's 62-55 with a minute left. The total was 148. So we've seen a rash of unders in the women's tournament here. I've been going up. I mean, it doesn't take a genius, I guess. Just keep picking the winner under, but that's where we're headed. It's just a matter of if LSU can get the money here in the last minute or so. But UCLA and their terrific center looks like they'll be moving on as well to the Final Four, and we'll find out who the other two teams are tomorrow night. That's where they'll do business with TCU and Texas. Texas favored by 7.5, and boy, wouldn't it have been a great matchup? Yeah, USC has kind of kept it together without their superstar now. They're showing that they are a complete team, but man, it would have been great to see Beckers against Juju in that one. Connecticut's a 13.5 point favorite over USC. Doesn't quite feel quite right. USC's been pretty terrific, and they've done a good job even with the star player out for her season. Hopefully she can work her way back, and that looks so bad. I don't know if they've really talked too much about that injury, but it looked worse than most knee. It looked like one of those my knee exploded type of things.
Ooh. Yeah, I see that. The Canes are up 2-0 already. I'm going to live bet them under 6.5 at +160. Got to +5 or under 5.5 at plus, I think 105 or so. So I love this little look here. Early start for the Carolina Hurricanes. As we watch all things in the world of sports here today, you guys, lots of things happening. Of course, be remiss not to mention, I did drop the link in the chat for anybody that's following us over on Twitter. You can check us out on YouTube. We have the YouTube channel for Sports Money. And a big day ahead. We got the post tab lit up today, boys. Let me take a second. To go out there and look at this thing as well. If you guys don't know where to find it, the post tab is here on the Sports Money YouTube channel. You roll on over 6 deep, you'll see posts and all the action that we have out there. Gave some members plays here. Gave some March Madness. We cashed that Houston -2.5. We're looking at Michigan State +5.5. Djokovic 2-0. You'll see some baseball action. We cashed our first 2 bets. Oakland underway, and of course the Atlanta Braves for the late game. Some NASCAR action. Denny Hamlin from Jeff. I got Joey Logano and Josh Berry. And we'll roll on down. Of course, you'll see our also sharp chat there with the polls, giving them poll plays out there. But you'll see the UFC playbook and on and on and on. I did want to point out, though, MMA Jeff's golf bets. There it is. Min Woo Lee, 35-1 to get the cash action. He's got some top 5s, some top 10s as well. You can find all of that on the Sports Money YouTube post channel there. Check it out. Literally. Home, video, shorts, live playlist. There's the posts. Check out all that action on a regular. We're continually updating that thing by the day. So do not want to miss them actions, them opportunities to get paid, boys. Big you
can't hit a field goal right now, guys. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're out. I'm looking at that as well. 18-8. Auburn takes a big lead early.
This is the one area where there's was questions certainly with Sparty here, is that consistency, and they're having to kind of feel a little pressured here right now, just chucking up a couple of threes, and they're rimming out here. They're getting the boards because they're hustling. It's not a matter of these are clanking away here. They just missed 3 consecutive 3-point shots, and Auburn comes away with a rebound, 20-8, and just about midway through the first half here.
We will roll. I mean, look, early opportunity here. Gifting a Sports Money membership. YouTube page, Elaine Kalman gets the gifted Sports Money membership. Elaine, we appreciate you. Thank you for checking us out. Take the opportunity to upgrade. Silver and gold members. Special plays out there. Enhanced playbook for our supporters. Shout out to Elaine Kalman. Gifted a Sports Money membership.
More clankety clank for the Spartans, unfortunately, here. Some shockers today on the ice. The Panthers lost to the Canadians there. We see the Sabres going to probably hang on. I don't know if they might not hang on, but they're leading right now 6-4. Big goals, big score here. Caps kind of mailing one in tonight, but close game. Good teams here. Winnipeg 2-1. Over Vank, and Chicago and Utah tied. Ottawa and Pittsburgh just underway, and they got some goals early here. Carolina 2-1 over the Isles.
Not what I want to see for an under. 5.5 and 6.5 here. We'll see what happens, but let's go, Sparty. Let's get a little rhythm going. Let's get this one. Nope. The SEC has been dominating as they do.
Yeah, all SEC basically.
Well, that's what I came into the tournament touting SEC. Not hard, obviously here, but man, it's all shaking out with these top seeds. You guys talked about it there. And yeah, you hear a little bit mixed results from the commentators. What do we really want? Do we want that Cinderella? Do we want the best teams? I don't think Cinderella, if you come through, doesn't mean you're not one of the best teams. I think just means you've been underrated here. But again, a lot of talk about, is this what we're going to get here with the future of college basketball? I say, expand the tournament, give more teams a chance, maybe spring some upsets, but maybe the true solution is to close it down and get into half the field here because these teams might not be able to compete. Mike already mentioned with the St. Francis shutting their shit down here from Division One. That maybe these teams are just like, what's the use? What can we really achieve? Going up against the big boys. It's just that the money is supposed to trickle down. Eventually, especially with the tournament and more games, more money. So they'll have to figure that out.
Well, I'm going to take a shot with the 13.5 here. Drop $100 on this live bet. Michigan State plus 13.5. Early. I mean, we're only halfway through the first half, so we got plenty of time left. We know Izzo can dial up the X's and O's. 5.5. I still like the 5.5, but I'll take 8 more points on top of that. Let's go. Michael B says there's a lot of game left. Michigan State's getting good shots.
Finally.
Tons of game left.
Yeah, I joined you on the plus 13.5 there, Mike. Again, Izzo, knowing he's going to make the adjustments, and they haven't started out well. We'll see what happens, but 13.5 is a shitload of points.
What they've been doing though, like I said, they haven't been starting off good. They start off slow and
yep,
start coming around. So
to Matty's point, he auto betted the second half. I'll tell you what, we'll see what happens, but there's a look there as well coming up, depending on how this first half goes. But yeah, I like it. 13.5. Fuck yeah.
See what we can do.
Auburn's a team to me that can get quite clanky. It's just that I'm not sure if they're feeling it early here. That's good news for them. And UCLA has done it, guys. 72-65. UCLA is going to the Final Four on the women's side with their great center. They feel like the team with the momentum right now in the women's tournament out of these teams that are moving on to the Final Four here, out of the two teams anyway. I don't mean to say it like that. I think over the last couple of games, UCLA has kind of been the team getting a little bit more attention than they were heading into the tournament. They got a high seed, of course. So we'll see. Usually you kind of go back to the SEC a little bit. These West Coast teams aren't necessarily the ones to get it done on the women's side either, but one is in from the West, UCLA.
Ramon, did you give my girl a shout out for tennis?
Absolutely did. It was last night, of course. So we got the men's final coming up. I guess we should, right? What are we looking at here? That's underway.
Djokovic 2-0 was the play I gave out there earlier. So I know it got delayed a little bit. I haven't seen anything official.
Yeah. Djokovic minus 425 against Jakub Mensik. He's done a pretty nice job here. Sweating it out. Jeff also. Scotty got a bird, but we're getting close here. Breathe easy. Breathe easy, breathe heavy. I don't know, whatever it takes to get this home for you. I was on Bell here, you guys, and maybe I'm a little bit opposite you guys. He was my top pick of the group of favorites at 8-1. So we'll see over there at the NASCAR race today. My group included Bell, Reddick, Keselowski, Busher, and Priest there for some of mine. And oh God, the bogey there. Oh, Jeff.
No.
Pulling it for you a little bit. Come on, Minwoo.
Come on, Minwoo. Let's go.
It's all right. You got a couple holes to go.
Yeah. Let's go.
Slow Joe Logano has found himself in 10th place in NASCAR. So we got some NASCAR action going here. Denny Hamlin was the play Jeff gave out. He's been leading. Leads on lap 218 of 400. Denny Hamlin's in first place. Chase Elliott, Bubba Wallace, Chris Bell, and Ryan Blaney round out the top 5. Joe Logano's out there. The guy that caught a ton of steam here, Josh Berry, hasn't really found his way to the top of the pack. He went from 35-1 to 25-1 and all the way down to 15-1, but he's in 35th place. There's 38 racers for what it's worth.
He's on fire.
Listen, he's waiting. You're not on fire, Ricky Bobby.
Ripping up that track.
Good stuff. It is 6-5. Buffalo and Capitals scorefest in a meaningless game.
Has
How much time?
gotten a goal?
Ovechkin
Oh, we
does
got the
have
goal?
a goal. Ovechkin got a goal for the Ovechkin report, number 37 on the season. Ovechkin.
What does he need? Like 5 more?
5 more now. He needs 5 more now to beat Wayne Gretzky.
How many games are left? Like 10?
About that.
9, I think.
9.
9 or 10.
It's gonna be
For
tight.
him, for the Caps.
Yeah, for the Caps. Yeah.
Yeah, and so the Sabres couldn't stand prosperity, just like I said, huh? 6-all right now.
Oh, they haven't scored yet?
I knew it.
You know,
I
we
knew-
get it.
Did we get it?
Did we score
we
again?
talked about this the other day. Jeff and I were talking backstage. We were talking when we talk, and talked about the, everybody betting Ovechkin. Ovechkin to score a goal today was -130. Congrats, you cash. But 2 plus 500, plus 550s, plus 750s. He's going to score in bunches. He's going to find some games that he doesn't get there as well. So we'll see if he can cash us here. I think it was plus 500 or plus 550 today. He was plus 750 the other day. He got nothing. So we'll see what it looks like. Just think you gotta expect these guys to, he's going to score in bunches. When he finds one, he's going to find 2. And if he doesn't find one, we are where we are. So let's see. Abel A says, I got OV for a goal and Caps plus 1.5 in a parlay. Not a bad looking parlay, Abel A.
No, that's great. What number did you get that at? I'm guessing -105. No, you got the 2 combined. Plus 115.
Final.
Who do we have, Ramon? Don't leave us on pins.
Yeah, just the golf scores coming in from the lower rungs a little bit, some of the matchups. So I'm not going to get too much into them, but we do have one game that's coming down the stretch here. Looks like the Cavs might be able to get this money against the Clippers today, laying some points. Clippers without Kawhi, 14-point lead for the Cavs with 7:22 to go. They were laying 7 here in this one. They've been comfortably ahead here throughout. Clippers, I don't know if they're going to be able to get anything going on these Cavs here down the stretch.
Cavs have been in control the whole game, really.
Yep.
Okay, and Fernie's in tonight. Okay.
With Spinney just burying the lead there with his trip to San Antonio. Look, I'm sure the guys had a good time, and I don't know if I'd ever go to a Pupapalooza now. After, granted, looking at how great a time, look, it's passed me by. It feels like. But if Nuke can do it, I mean, but
Nuki always has a good time.
Look, Spenny's 1 for 2 in the tank here. You should have probably been in the tank that
Lee, that's way gone.
I remember seeing. I came back home and Spenny goes, he was climbing fences, this and that. Like, what happened? What are you doing? So you should have probably been 1. You should have been 2 for 2 in the tank. But
Yeah, probably
got
should have
you.
been.
don't know, Spenny, just getting to know, he does seem like the type, say if I'm wrong, but that, when you are there, he kind of would be the guy that kind of drips away looking for something else. We're here having a good time, and Spenny's going to go off by himself and look for even a little more adventure.
Yeah, a little fun here and there.
Seems fair.
I get sick of the boys, just want to do my own little thing, pop away for a bit,
Yeah, I said
Who knows?
Spenny's the problem.
Yeah, he is a problem.
Only to himself.
Yeah, I don't endanger anybody else but myself.
And these guys should be looking out for, but he's a grown ass man. I guess they thought.
These boys
Everything was fine. I was there for a little while and got out and still played golf and everything, so it was all good.
It's the second time we played golf.
Phone must
I'll
have
tell
been.
you what, we're gonna have to orchestrate a high stakes game here. We'll get you out drinking the night before. Me and Jeff versus you, and you can pick your opponent. We'll go.
Yeah.
Golf course in Niagara Falls. We'll find one in Niagara Falls.
I'll get Goji out with me.
All right, if you're gonna miss the first 2 holes,
It's fine.
Perfect. We're giving you doubles. Double votes.
We'll still win.
You miss a hole, you get
We'll still win.
Jeff, that sounds like an outright challenge.
Well, I could just.
You want 2 holes? We'll spy you 2 holes. Here you go.
That's why I was laughing so hard when I said, Spenny shows up on the first tee or the third tee, right? So it's got to be a topic of conversation. These guys teeing off, they're like, God, what happened? Where is he? Oh my, he was going to play. Got to be a little bit worried, but all the friends are there. You got to keep the round, start the round, and then the motherfucker shows up on the third hole. These guys must have been going nuts when they saw you.
No,
yeah. I just rolling up in my own golf cart, just driving over the hills. I'm here.
See, the problem that they had is they weren't saying, well, you lost that hole because your partner didn't show up. 2 holes in a row, I'd be chirping. Oh, he is not here. He's not here. You lost another one.
And that is a true story. Mike would do that.
Goddamn right I would. We're here to play for some money. Yeah, you're getting taken out.
It's all right. We don't need them first 2 holes. It'll be over before the back 9 hits anyway.
I don't know about that.
Under 8 timeout here now with Michigan State. They've got it under double digits now, so there's never going to be any panic in the Spartans for sure. Broom's got 11. The total, though, here down to what, Mike? 130, 137 and a half here, 139-ish or so, I see.
Yeah.
So.
The under looking okay right now. 8-point side in the back pocket. And, of course, that 13.5 for Michigan State has dropped to 7.5 as well. And we know the Sparties are live in the second half. So let's get ready, boys. We got a game. They went through a little cold streak.
We got Gary Woodland came in 19 under, tied for second place with Scotty Scheffler. Scotty's teeing off on the, the 18th hole?
18. It's got to be 18 here. And Minwoo needs, it feels like this is a shot. This is the one. It feels like this is the shot, Jeff. Let's get this one for Minwoo here right now. Second shot here. This feels like the one right here, brother. This feels like don't mess this one up.
I agree. Let's go. Minwoo.
He sure is taking his time on it. He's already addressed the ball, got back and took a step back and basically setting up again. So he feels like it.
Michael B says basketball is a game of runs, no panic with an Izzo coach team. I agree, Michael B.
I agree too.
Minwoo Lee.
Go, baby.
It's going to be his tournament to lose here.
Yeah, good shot. Didn't put it on the green, but he's got a manageable bump and run here, it looks like, from the fringe. So, it's almost a birdie attempt really where he's at. He'll just have to punch it a little bit there. He could even use his probably not going to use the putter there. We'll see, but it's close enough there. So good shot. Put it on the right side there.
If you guys are watching at home and you're wondering why we're talking about this PGA golf, it's because Jeff gave us Min Woo Lee 35-1 as the tournament winner. And he is now one stroke ahead. He's got, 3 holes to play, give or take? 3 holes to play.
Oh, no, this is just he's on 17 right now.
All right.
This one and one more?
2 holes. All right.
And that's why we're looking at Scotty as well. We're on a commercial break. But, hey, that line also came out for the women's matchup here between the Connecticut and USC. The game tomorrow there, I should say. And we're seeing a little bit of move to another under here. So it feels like all these unders. And right now, that game just got pushed under to 139.5, Connecticut and USC.
Oh, what a fun!
I got a couple plays for this Portland game coming up. I already said I was on Hart triple double, so I already took that. I did the combo same game parlay with Denny 10+ rebounds, 5+ assists, Hart 10+ rebounds, 7+ assists, and that's at 14-1. Gonna do that as well, and I'm gonna do Tyler Kolek assists, so 7+ assists at +210, 8+ assists at +680. Kid's been just passing the ball around like no tomorrow off the bench. Been absolutely, a stud. Setting guys up off the bench here. So like Tyler Kolek there, and then also gonna do a little shot on Matisse Thybulle, 10+ points at +375. They got Scoot out. Gonna need another kind of guard coming off the bench. He's a decent little scorer, so we'll take a shot with Thybulle with points there as well.
Smitty, well, I'm sorry, you were fucking rolling. What was the +650 for the assist?
So Kolek, if you can do 7 or 8, whatever books, I can do both because I got 365 and FanDuel. So I did 7+ assist on 365 at +210. On FanDuel, it's at +680, I believe, for 8 assists for Tyler Kolek.
All right, I like it. I'm taking it. That's why I asked. I'm taking it. Let's go.
Let's go.
Cardinals just jumped the Twins 9-2. It was a long lost weekend to open up for Minnesota here as St. Louis gets their season off to a good start. And Clippers have made a modest comeback here. They're trying to fight within that 9-point lead for Cleveland with 2:30 to go.
I cashed 2 spots earlier. I had the Guardians first half and the Guardians full game. Those cashed easily here. I don't think I'm sweating, but we're in the bottom of the 7th. We're in the 7th. The Athletics in Seattle under 7.5. We've got 2-1 game.
J-Rod just hit a home run, Mike, last half inning for a 2-1 lead here. His first of the year.
That's what I was talking about when he crushed it. He absolutely smashed it into the upper deck, just crushed it.
I am on the Atlanta Braves for the 7-10 pop off here. Got some time still. But I'm trying to go 3-0 in baseball today. Man, I've had a good start to the baseball season. Sometimes that can be detrimental, Ramon, when you start a season off hot.
Yeah, especially when you go against these red-hot Padres that are riding this momentum of this crowd right now. What a weekend it's been so far. They got it done again last night. I'm going to respect you here for going against them, try to get one game out of it. They got to get one game from these Padres if they're going to show that they're going to be a contender this year against this piddly old organization just trying to keep pace. Look, as long as the Padres win all the games this season, they'll have a chance to play against the Dodgers for the division title. So they haven't been eliminated yet from winning the division. They're still 3-0. The Dodgers might be 4-0 at this point, but as long as we got a 0 behind us, we're just as live as the Dodgers. So screw those guys. But Mike has the Braves here. Can't lose any. The Padres can't lose it. They can't. I know it's only the first week, but the Dodgers are going to win it all the other games except for the games against the Padres that will decide the division. I'm sure both teams will come down 120 wins this year, and whoever wins that season series will win the division. Let's go.
Bo Jackson says he gave out the Blue Jays on the morning steam as well. We love you, Bo, man. Thank you for being a contributor to all of what we do here at Sports Money. Getting an easy dub.
Yeah, it was one of those, Mike, where I got kind of tongue-tied a little bit, and I was rolling with the under in this game. Of course, Baltimore had their new Japanese import. It's not like a young Sugano, a 35-year-old, comes over to keep his career going. He's a great player. He's a 3-time most valuable player in Japan. Comes over here to be a starter in the Baltimore rotation, and I had kind of spewed out that I was on the under, and then the chat went with the over. But it was an under for sure in that one. 3-1. Toronto got the win. We saw a lot of runs up there this weekend, but not this one on Sunday with Toronto getting a win there over Baltimore. They actually end up splitting the series there, I think, in the end.
Yeah, 2-2.
2-2.
Yeah, we needed that one. Bassett pitched well today.
What a fun night here, huh? Michigan State trying to battle back. They're down to plus 7.5, down 27-19, 3:27 to go in the first half. The under, look at under 147.5. So we're down 11 points on that original pregame read. I mean, Michigan
I know
State.
Jeff is watching it here. Scotty has put it in good position at this point, but Minwoo can help himself here. We got some high drama at the Texas Children's Open here. It didn't look like it going into the day, but right now we've got a little bit of drama. Hey, nothing like a good sweat, Jeff, for a big payday for you. Minwoo gonna put out for this par here right now, and Scotty will have the pressure. Minwoo may have to earn this one.
Yeah, Minwoo's gonna have to put some work in on this last hole. I don't think you can rely on Scotty fucking up. Scotty's gonna do what Scotty does. He's gonna come out solid, and I need Minwoo to.
We'll see. Scotty's got this. This putt's gonna be big. Obviously, we don't want to jinx Minwoo. Don't tell him to bogey the last hole. I mean, he can get out of here without, needing the drama. Scotty's got work here. There's no doubt about it. He's gonna have to put this one very, very close. His approach shot is well off the green here. He's gonna need a terrific shot right here to get a chance at this birdie here on 18. He's got about, I want to say, Jeff, 40 feet. Tough lie. He's got to chip it up of a short ridge here and onto the green. He's already paced it off. This is a tough shot.
It is.
Look at Michael B. He says, I have no idea how you guys can watch golf. I like to play golf, but I'm not watching. You know what? We're down to the final, man. We got 35-1.
Golf is like the best sport to have on like a lazy Sunday. You can literally just lay down on the couch, throw golf on. You don't even have to pay attention to it half the time. You just listen to it. You just listen to the turf getting hit, and you just pass out. You could have a nap for 2 hours, come back, and they're still not even done yet. Like, it's perfect. Like,
did they have a TV in the jail spin? Oh, great shot by Scott.
Yeah, I wish. They didn't even have a clock. I'm sitting there freaking asking the people all around, being like, what time is it? Like, what time? I need to get the hell out of here. I got golf I got to play, like.
The best is when you sent me, you were messaging me. I didn't want to be on the line when you messaged me. And you were like, dude, I had to go to the gas station and find a charger.
Oh, yeah. Like, just nothing. My shit, all my shit's dead. My phone's dead. Nothing. Like, I'm just like they take your shoelaces and everything too, right? So I'm like, get outside, I like relace my shoes real quick, fucking tie them up, walk down the street, look for somewhere to go. There's a gas station. I had to go get a charger, charge my phone. Finally, I like text the boys, be like, I was just in the drunk tank. I just got out and call an Uber to get back. Finally, it was just like, holy jumping.
I'll tell you what, you'll watch golf if you got a 35-1.
Yeah, that's it.
Lead on the final day.
Fuck yeah, you will.
We talk about all the sporting event, when we watch big sporting events like the tournament. One of my favorites is firing up all the ESPN now the way it is, right? Because it's changed throughout the years, but I've always liked the Masters early coverage a little bit when they can turn the room all green, put all the monitors on Masters now with the ESPN Plus early feeds and turn your whole room green. That's what I like to do.
Final.
So
yeah, like the Masters coverage.
One to the left, Jeb. It's not terrible. He has missed the fairway. It's not in a terrible position at all. He's definitely in a secondary cut here. He's actually on the left side, the wrong side of the cart path too, but he's not, behind the stands or anything. He's going to have a shot at the green. It's just he's pulled it left for sure.
Yeah, I saw it. I think he's good.
This is a first, boys. We got sports money live on Sunday with the boys. We got golf. We're play-by-play in the golf content. We've got an Elite 8 spot with Michigan State and Auburn. And Michigan State's coming back here, 29-22, a minute 50 to go, and looking in control. This is fun. What a fun Sunday. Thank you guys all joining us here in the chat. Smash that thumbs up button if you haven't done so already.
What just happened, Mike? I don't know, but after it was, I may have quoted it wrong. I got carried away. I think one of the Buffalo won the game. Let's just call it what it is, 8-5 there. They might be wearing the wrong colored jerseys, and I got confused here with all these games. I don't make that mistake too often, but so Scotty's got his par putt here, and that'll put the pressure on Min Woo. So good save here from Scotty here to putt out and finish the tournament at 19 under par. So Min Woo just got to be careful here. Don't get crazy. Make a good shot. Get close, and he can win this tournament. I said the last shot was the shot of the tournament, Jeff. This is going to be the shot of the tournament for Min Woo coming up from off the fairway.
Agreed. We got Gary Woodland warming up.
We got Lucky Power chiming in here. Lucky Power's chiming in. He's not just posting tweets and memes at my expense. He's putting comments in the chat.
And won by MSU, down to 7-point game at the line. Let's go. Come on, MSU.
He's got Auburn to win it all on his bracket. He's sitting at number 5.
I might be taking the MSU second half.
Fuck yeah, we're taking
money line. Like money line there. Yeah, I think we're going to have to jump on that.
What, is somebody fucking tweeting you, Mike? Shit talking you? Taking your pictures?
Not quite that extreme. Not quite that extreme. But I saw Lucky Power. I saw what he did.
Let's go. Lucky,
I wouldn't feel bad if I were Michigan State right now.
You're always around, and I like that. Makes me feel lucky.
I'd feel fortunate if I were Sparty at this point, within just a couple of 3-pointers, maybe going into halftime.
ZC says
Groom with a double-double at half.
14.5 and plus 830 live. Yeah, we got the 13.5, I think was the number we jumped in on. Yeah, Power says shot time, fellas. I'll take a big sip on the TD. I'll fucking even fire up the putt, boys. It's Sunday. It's a random Sunday. It's not random here. We got together. The boys all wanted to spend some time at the last minute. We'll see if we can get C-Mac back. C-Mac might be taking a siesta. It's early out there in Vegas. They're not all built like Ramon Scott, who's running so hot.
Yeah, I was going to go out and get it's slushy weather here, a beautiful day, 74 degrees. But got the call, come on the air here. Broom goes in. He draws a foul, 3.9 left. Clippers are going to get this money, Spenny, if you're back there.
They came back. Yeah.
Number here pissing me off a little bit, but Cavs will get the win, it looks like, over the Clips. Still a little bit of work to do here.
Whew, lucky
That's
Power.
what I was looking at the game. It's 3-point game.
Ice. Yeah. That's what makes it so fun, though, right? We're all sitting together, spending our time, probably at home. I would assume you guys are at home. Cheap booze when we buy it ourselves, but we're trying to find these big victories, so it's all good. Lexicon says Clippers plus 7.5. Come on. Let's go, Lexicon. Little rant. How about that? Saturday stream ends late. Sunday stream picks up. We're on our way. Make sure you guys do hit that thumbs up if you haven't done so already.
Michigan State's shooting 27% from the field, like altogether. Like they're gonna, they had some shots. They're gonna make some more in the second half here. The Auburn's shooting like 43%. They're both not shooting that well from three, so it's all just comes down to just regular field goals. They've made their free throws when they got the chance. So.
Oh, there's exciting times here.
Scotty will sign his card. Maybe he'll join Woodland, hit a few balls here as we await Min-Woo Lee shot here. He's looking over his yardage. This feels like a big shot here coming up. Really laboring over this one a little bit with his caddy.
Let's go, Jeff.
Go, baby. Stick it.
Let's get this
So
win.
see what they were saying in the Min-Woo Lee's been playing pretty terrific. It almost feels like he's kind of not been able to kind of get it going here on some of these last few events. Like he's been expected to play well. He's played okay. He's played decent. He's made some leaderboards too. And Jeff pointed out right away that it was within strike. It's come right down to these two and Gary, of course. One of everyone's favorites there. But man, Min-Woo really wants this one. He's not leaving any stone unturned here.
He needs to hit the shot. Let's go.
Minus 125 Michigan State money line. Michigan State money line second half. I don't know about that.
Shout out to Lucky Power. He says the wife took the kids to the White Sox game. He's all alone watching sports money show and betting the game away. Go White Sox. And then he says the wife messaged him. Said she's leaving early because of the rain. He says,
That's right. I was just going to say, no one's sticking around for a rain delay with these two today.
Cleveland wins. 127, 122.
Jerks didn't get that money. I thought the Clippers might be, a big spread. All right, here we go. 155 to the hole. Min-Woo's got his club here. Clear sight here. Here's the shot. It's underway, Jeff. He's floating it up there. Everyone seems to like it. He's put it in there, and he has, it's just ticked off. It's going to roll down here a little bit. He's going to have to play it. He's going to have a little bit of a tough shot here. Nothing out of the question. He's definitely a shot he can make as far as just getting it up and down here, but he's not on the green. About 4 or 5 feet off the green. He's in the second cut on the apron, if you will, and he's got to run it up there. He's got plenty of green in front of him, so that's a good sign there. And Min-Woo Lee here, and they're showing his sister's watching it, I believe, in a car, basically, while she's probably leaving her tournament. So let's go, Min-Woo.
Go.
Finish that off.
This crowd responding to him here. Maybe they want to see more golf. We don't want more golf. No more golf.
No more golf.
Lucky Power says that they're going to resume that Angels game. It was only in the third inning when the rain delay came. So I thought it was in the seventh inning, though, actually. I think I've lost sight of that. One with some of these. I've got a few blank screens since I came on. I'm not doing it. Where's Razor? Razor needs to change my channels here a little bit. Get me back on track here, but I think the game is actually in the bottom of the 7th inning. Maybe
Which one?
The Angels and White Sox there. Lucky Power says it was in the top of the 3rd, but I think it's moved along well past that. It was Kokonowitz and Martin there. I went on the show this morning. I went with the under in the game. The Yankees again with just 12 more runs today. Aren't those bats fascinating, though, you guys? If anything, where we haven't seen a lot of technology change, rule changes, but in baseball, this is something I would have never fathomed, seeing these newfangled bats, these club-like bats that the Yankees have. I would imagine everybody's going to go to this if it really is something that's kind of engineered for today. I don't think I've ever seen anything like these new bats.
Yeah, they're crushing them so far.
Just fascinating. Have you seen it, Jeff? The bat, instead of just being, baseball bat, it kind of goes, a little bit bigger in the barrel. Here, the middle of the barrel is bigger, and then it tapers again to the top, and it puts like a centrifugal force, more wood, right where you make the contact. It looks fascinating.
Yeah, no, I have seen it, and do you think the gloves make a difference? The batting, I mean, does that make a difference in the bat?
No, I think it's all in the bat. The Yankees, I don't think it's all bat either, but it is interesting. It is interesting. There's been something that's kind of been engineered. Okay, there's been engineered there a little bit, right? To do this. So, all right, we're underway here, Jeff. He's sent it on. What a terrific shot. Oh, that's a winner right there, Jeff. That is a winning shot. No doubt about it. He's put it within 6 inches of the cup. Minwoo.
Perfect.
That's it. That's the winner right there. 35-1. Mike, play a bunch of videos.
I love this game! He's Jeffrey. Let's go!
That's
Everybody loves them.
I had an unhealthy amount on that play, and
Mark, yeah, Ing, yeah, Bird, yeah.
see.
Woo!
He made that look like just
job,
a roll putt on a Sunday afternoon. It was not an easy shot. There was plenty of break on it. Had to, hit it from the apron. Definitely took the putter to it, though. And, man, what a shot. He stroked that with confidence.
Let's not forget Scotty Scheffler, minus 125 to come into the top 5. We had Harry English. I think he was plus 300 to come into the top 20, and he, I think, did so. We'll see how it ends up, but bunch of big plays out there. Fuck yeah.
The money is mine. I have the money. The money is mine. I got it for the first time. I got the money.
I'd appreciate if you don't play that clip.
Go to your happy place. Nice job, Jeff. Great job.
You mentioned Woodland. He ended up with a 62. Scotty with a 63 today. So they went low, and that had to be a little bit of pressure there. Minwoo taps it in for the victory.
Woo! Woo! I had an unhealthy amount on that, boys. I don't know if I'm gonna go crank one out or smoke, but I'll be back.
I'll be back.
7, a winner. Way to go, kid.
Might be
That's
letting
a
off
way to go.
hoops and hollers back there.
Good job.
Attaboy.
He says more cowbell. We'll give Jeff one more. You can probably still hear it. We'll give him for our own sake here. What a big win from MMA Jeff. Congrats, Jeff. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. $35-1. Scumbag. He's our scumbag, though. That's what you guys get here at Sports Money. Big win. Big win. I'm sure he's counting. He's counting. Let me see what I did with this. Let me look at all my top 20s that won. Let me do this, that, and the other thing. That's the thing about golf. It's a tough sport to bet because you can bet, a couple weeks and lose, and then all of a sudden you hit that either first round or full game, and boom, 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 you're ready to roll. You're right back well ahead of the curve. I had this is the best I had in 1 week. I had like 5 top 10s, 5 top 20. I was crushing it. And I had Morikawa. It was like the first time Morikawa won. I had him first round and I had him full game. And they were both like 60 or 65-1. I fucking hammered so much money on those guys. It was awesome.
Yeah, golf bets. Yeah, if you can get first round leader or them to win the tournament, some good prices out there.
It's been at least 3 years since that happened, and it's probably been 5 years, and I still remember where I was when it happened. It was awesome. 65, and then the fucking guy to go on to win the tournament at 60 or 65-1. Let's go. It doesn't happen very often, boys. All right, we do have 8.5 as the live number, or it was the live number for the second half. We did live bet 13.5, so I struggled because I do know about this Michigan State and Izzo second half here, but 5 points against what we live bet already. Doesn't seem like that's worth the risk.
Seems the second half money line was like, just ride it out and see what happens. Hopefully Michigan State gets it done.
I'll just take the money line. It's all right. Plus 350.
I thought about it, but
I got everything else all tied up already, so I can't. You might be sitting there on the other side saying, well, why are you taking the money line, not the 8.5? Because I'm already in. I think Michigan State makes these adjustments, and I think they advance. I got my 28.5-1 future ticket. Michigan State. Fuck Auburn. Fuck the SEC.
All right, well, I'm definitely going against you here. I've got a big payday coming here with a win, so gonna have to go against you. But again, I'm kind of teetering on the edge too with these guys, and I thought the game might be a little bit closer. In fact, that it is 9 here, I was talking, hey, it looks like it could be 6, and then Broom got that. We got those late points. I think they went to the line. Actually, I'm not trying to now, and to have a 9-point lead here at halftime. So just about set to go in Spenny's game. Blazers and Knicks. Feels like one of the better games here with the way the Blazers have been showing up here second half of the season, doing a great job and trying to work their way a little bit here into the postseason. It feels like they're the team with the momentum anyway out of that group with Phoenix, Portland, and San Antonio. It's just that they might have too big of a task to catch 4 games behind the Kings. Kings aren't really doing anything special. Neither are the Mavs, but Portland's trying to join those 3 teams. It feels like, Spenny, out of Dallas, Sacramento, and Phoenix, 2 of those teams, it's going to be 2 of those teams in, 1 of those teams out. Portland's trying to get in the mix. San Antonio's going the other way, so I don't think they're going to be a threat. But if Portland could play the way they have in the last 10 games, maybe they can make up that distance. But 4 games with 10 to play is a lot to ask, no doubt, especially when the mediocre teams that are well below 500.
Yeah, I just none of those teams are good. Like Phoenix has the best talent, but they don't play together. They play absolutely no defense. Dallas has a bunch of scrubs that they're throwing together now. AD's kind of here, playing now back again here and there. Portland would be that team that's a little bit more up and coming. They got some young stars that are playing pretty well. They seem like they're playing together as a team pretty well. And then San Antonio, yeah, they just, I think as soon as Wemby went down, they just kind of were just coasting along for the rest of the season, basically. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes here. Last couple of games.
If I looked at, said, hey, who would you rather, if you're in the playoffs, do you want to be Dallas, Sacramento, Phoenix, or Portland? I'd want to be Portland, but unfortunately, they're behind those teams. They had too big of a hole to climb. It's not like they were, if anything, this has been a pretty okay season they've really salvaged things and shown that they are at least on the right track. They probably need a star on that team to get them at least into the playoff hump. But like the young talent.
They got a lot of young talent too, so yeah, they got some room to grow. But yeah, like an actual superstar would be, good for them. Maybe eventually, but it might take a little bit still. And Sacramento, Sabonis being back will probably help, but again, they had Sabonis back yesterday and they got absolutely smacked by Orlando. So I don't know, none of those teams are very appealing as a playoff team.
It only feels right to forewarn everybody. I imagine when Jeff comes back, he's going to come in hot. Just my experience, my brother.
Good. It's a good win.
Excited. We're going to be hearing about golf, so
it's good when you get when you hit a 35-1 and you're making a lot of money. That's what you do.
Hot and sweaty, maybe.
Hey, look at these 7:00 games. They got some spots in these games.
It's going to be
for sure big ones coming up. Spenny will be here for the second half of this game. Certainly won't probably ride all night with these, but some games with some impact here a little bit. We mentioned, of course, Minnesota. They're certainly in position to probably make the they will make the postseason. Pretty sure they'll hang in there. Haven't clinched yet, but they're up against Detroit today in a matchup of good teams here for sure. Same record coming in. Atlanta's at Milwaukee. Again, you got 2 playoff-bound teams. But again, I think that's what you talk about with some of these records of these lower teams in the West. But again, the top-heavy West, if you will. Maybe that's why we think the West has the better conference this season.
There's 2 teams on the West that are the best, and it's right now it's OKC and Denver, I would say, are the 2 top-end teams out of the West. I think right now, I don't think Minnesota's that great. I don't think that they're gonna have the same problems in the playoffs that they always hear. They don't gel well. I don't like Randall with them. I think Westbrook is actually a fairly good fit with Denver. As long as they can all stay healthy, they should be pretty solid. But OKC, seems to be the team to beat right now. They're flying really high. They got the everybody rolling, SGA's rolling, and the addition of Hartenstein in the middle with Chet, I think really helps, alleviate some pressure down low for him, have a bigger body and let Chet do a little bit more scoring. So, yeah, I like the way that they look right now.
I don't think Denver, Jokic is, worried about what they've done here and their standing here. Whatever, it wasn't going to work out to ever get a top seed. Yeah, I think they'd like to maybe hang in there. Maybe they could pass the Rockets. A 2 seed would be good, but Denver's not going to worry about that at this point. And, when you erase all the records when they get there, you're not going to tell me necessarily that, the Thunder are so head and shoulders. They were, 15, 16 games better than the Nuggets. I think when you line them up on the court, we're going to be
good series.
Close spreads.
Yeah. And Houston's Houston's completely overperformed. There you go, baby. Houston's completely overperformed, so they're not. I don't think they're going to do well in the playoffs.
Sorry, Spenny.
No, all good, man. You do your thing, bro. Celebrate.
All right, I got the dog.
This is your moment. 35-1.
Fire it up.
What do you want to hear it again?
Men, woo!
Men, woo! I don't know.
Yeah, we hear all these athletes whining about their mentions in the social media. Hey, they don't go bragging when guys like, "Thank you, Ben Woo, thank you,
Men woo! I was expecting one of those. Let's get one.
I'll tell you what. I'll tweet that motherfucker right now.
Let's get one of those. Men
Men,
woo!
woo!
Give it to me so I can clip it.
I love it. I love it.
right? That's why these
Sign up
athletes
once in a
they come
teenage
through
girl.
for us once in a while. Quit reading the negative tweets. Jeff's gonna send you one. Men Woo, he's gonna invite you. Come on up to the Northeast, hang out with Jeff. He's buying.
Men
Yeah.
woo! Come on, give it to us.
Men, woo!
All right.
Is that good?
Good job. That was a good one. Good job, dude.
Let's
Great
go,
call.
baby.
Cheers, man. That was a great call. Good price, man. Well done. And you got some top 20s or top 10s. Good job.
Bunch. I hope Harry English came in the top 20. He was at 17, but he was tied, so we'll see what happens.
I'll get that for you here, brother, right away. Actually,
We'll give Jeff this one too.
Yes! Oh my God. Oh my God, I did.
English finished
Tie
tied
for 18.
18th place. Jeff, 10 under par, tied for 18th here this week.
Scumbag.
He won. I think I took him at plus 300. But bring up the fucking sheet.
You want me to bring up the sheet?
Yeah, Jägermeister there did not get in the top 5. He won the tournament last year. He was a little disappointing, but thank you, Turk B. AOD. Oh, you boys.
It's a great win. Big money.
He had an unhealthy amount of money on it.
Utah pulling away a little bit here from the Blackhawks. They're up 4-2 right now. Ottawa and Pittsburgh scoreless in the second, and the Isles on top of the Kings. 3-2. There they are. Take a look.
Golf giving out there, boys. Sports money. The post tap. Minwoo Kim, there it is. 35-1. No punches pulled. There he is. Right there. 327 was when the tournament started. 35-1. Scotty Scheffler and Jaeger in the top 5s. Did either of them scumbags come in the top 5?
Scotty did. Jaeger did not. However, you got the top 10 of Minwoo Lee at plus 300 as well.
How about Siwoo?
Siwoo missed the cut.
But no, you still can't.
We confirmed the Harry English came in the top 20.
Plus 300? Was that a monster day? Is that a monster day? It's a monster day. You guys can see it here first. 14 of you, thank you for hitting the thumbs up button. Jeff posted it 3 days ago. That was when the tournament started, and here it is. I don't even know how many units. It's just a lot. It's a lot of units. Even these plus 300s.
It's a big unit. Some would say it's the best unit.
It's not the size of the unit, but we have the best units. Good job, Jeff. Congrats, man.
I appreciate it.
Hey, I'm gonna have a little bit of sweat here. It looks like Denny Hamlin will win. I went with Bell as my pick. I'm probably going to finish second here. We're just winding it down. A couple laps to go here on this short track here today. But Hamlin looks like he can roll this one to victory here.
Final.
Final lap. And Denny Hamlin going to win here. Cookout 400.
I'm going to walk off. I might just spike my fucking. You know what? I'm going to get the fucking.
Let's just look when Jeff's running hot in golf. He's running hot in NASCAR. He gave you guys Denny Hamlin plus 550. There it is in writing. In fucking writing. You guys all got it. We posted it out there. We sent you guys all, if you don't have notifications turned on, through the sports money account. Let's go. Let's get this thing, dude.
Big dick player.
Swinging past your knees.
Big dick, baby.
Yep.
The money is mine. I have the money. The money is mine. I got it for the first time. I got the money.
I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fake.
Mock. Yeah. Ing. Yeah. Bird. Yeah.
Great job, dude. No words. There's no words. Our guy Keith each every stride gifted a sports money membership in your honor, Jeff. Let everyone get off so you can get honor. Cheers.
Final.
Final. I heard final. Did I cash?
Cash again. Cash again.
Great job, Jeff. Too fucking.
It's like Jeff is doing these donuts out here after the victory.
Tremendous.
In Spartansville.
I'll tell you what.
Tremendous.
Fucking ridiculous. It's great that they all hit great simultaneously.
Fucking plus 550 off of a 30, was it 35, 34 to 1?
3,500.
Here you go.
You got the Harry English plus 300. You got the fucking minus 120 or 25 for Scotty Scheffler to come in the top 5. Fuck yeah, dude.
Did Joe Barry or Joe Logano come in the top 5? Because that's the way I break even.
I don't know. Did you take Denny Hamlin?
No.
Scumbag.
That was chalk.
Well,
plus 550? What?
Well, I mean, just the race itself had a lot of, like, I went Josh Berry because the dudes perform well on this track, and there's so many favorites at the top. But I've lost like 3 races in a row with fucking crashes again. So it's like, all right.
So you didn't win. You lost.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what Logano and Barry did. But shout out to our guy Joe Duff in the house, my guy from Chi-Town, the Windy City, giving us a $9.99 super sticker. Ooh. Love you, Joe. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for rocking with us tonight. How about Jeff, man? What a fucking week for Jeff. Getting these big scores.
Nice. Game back on. I got this college game back on.
Good job. Let's go. Let's see what happens here. Michigan State gets a big defense. Let's go, boys. We're not done with Michigan State to win. Jeff, did you bet Michigan State or no?
Yeah, I took them plus 5.5, and I took
all right. We got the hot hand, Ramon.
Plus 13.5. Go.
We got the hot hand, Ramon. I believe in the hot hand, Ramon. Do you?
Well, we're just a couple of weeks away from the Masters. Seattle did close out the Athletics 2-1. Woo! Another woo! Woo! Their pitch pretty
woo!
Seattle. And right now, Arizona with a big threat here at bottom of 7, down 3-2 to the Cubs. But they've got, I believe, bases loaded here. I'm trying to move my TVs around a little bit so I get a better look at it. So you guys don't look at the side of my head here. I'm also going to bring up put that basketball game in the Knicks game on a good.
Portland's up 15-8 so far.
Final.
It took Portland +7. Well, I think I got 7.
5 minutes left. Knicks going to the line. I got some plays here for the 7 o'clock games too coming up. So we got these 7 o'clock NBA games. Oh, and there is the 6th goal in the Islander and Carolina game. There goes the under.
You sounded with such enthusiasm.
Sorry, Mike. Yeah, I just turned the game on. I just turned the game on. All of a sudden, it was a power play goal for Aho. And I was like, oh, well, that sucks.
I might have to go snap one out again.
What does he do?
But yeah, I got the Atlanta Bucks game. I'm gonna take Dyson Daniels 7 rebounds, 5+ assists at +300. Gonna throw in Giannis with it at 10 rebounds, 7 assists at 6-1. Daniels double at +650. In the what other games we got going on here? Let me just double check what other games we got going on here. Oh yeah, the Spurs game in Golden State. I'm gonna take Castle 7 rebounds +450, 7 assists +300. The double sprinkle at 12-1. Kid's been on fire lately, moving the ball around, being a big part of the offense there. Taking over basically point guard position from Chris Paul there. So moving the ball around a lot. Like that spot with him again tonight, and he grabs rebounds really well. So. We'll split it up, take them both, take a shot on the double. And what else do we want to take tonight? Gotta keep popping in. One sec.
Look at Spenny giving us the bombs.
Oh yeah, Carlo Matkovic, 15+ points at +320 for the Pelicans. Again, just guy that comes off the bench. He gets like 20, 22, 25 minutes, depending on the game. Should be against Charlotte here, so pretty decent score. Take a shot with the 15+ with Carlo. And then I'll have some other spots. I think I don't really like too much in the Detroit and Minnesota game. Maybe Schroeder props, but he went off last game, so I don't expect him to do that again too much this game. Randall gets close to the double-doubles or triple-double, but I'm going to lay off.
My play is Mark Williams double-double. What's that play at? Let me see.
Minus like 130, I think I saw it at, or something like that.
Really?
I kind of like Bridges, but I'm not sure. They play too many guys now. Like they play so many guys on Charlotte. It's like 12 or 13 guys that get like 20 minutes almost or something. It's crazy
because they suck. They're all checked
well, exactly.
out.
So it's so hard to like pick out. But Williams has been consistent still.
Hey, Mike, we got a good one still to come tonight as well, right? I shouldn't ignore it. That we do have it 2-2 right now in the matchup with Penn State and Connecticut. Final Frozen Four berth on the line, and feels like the big one yet to come here with BC and Denver at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific for that final bid. See who joins Western Michigan there as they knocked off UMass, of course, and BU already in as well from yesterday's game. So we'll see Frozen Four coming up on April 10th. See what teams join there. We got some excitement in college hockey tonight.
Penn State's whole fucking program has been on the up since the Pagulas bought an arena so they can get out there and have a practice facility. Here they go. They've been drafting quality, or I should say drafting, NIL-ing top talent. They got money to play with now. UConn, okay. We're not talking basketball. We're talking hockey. Minus 130. Penn State live. Let's go.
Spenny's got those plays for us here. Auburn still clean, double-digit lead here, 10-point lead, 15:45 to go. We just had the under 16 timeout.
And Michigan can't seem to pop that bubble, right? They can't seem to get that rhythm going. We'll see. Plus 7.5. Well, we got the plus 13.5, so we're okay on that side of things here. The plus 360 money line. I still want to believe in Michigan State.
Yeah, Miss Benny mentioned that Islanders Canes game. I did go over this morning on the show in that one. Utah now 5-2 over the Blackhawks.
How about Toronto Anaheim? Did you do anything in that game?
I was so, I went with those dogs last night. It was ugly here as Broom puts one in and he's fouled. So I was a little gun shy on these guys a little bit, but I still went with Anaheim today. Look, Toronto's been pretty great here. Sunday night game tonight. So Kings huge favorite as well. Somebody's saying, could I take those Sharks tonight? I went with the Kings puck line on the show, maybe a little bit square there, but Kings at home, of course, been getting plenty of puck lines against some of these teams better than the Sharks, obviously. So we'll see tonight. 2 games still to go in the NHL here on the West Coast. Broom makes his free throw to go 45-34 here right now.
Trying to pull up this tennis. What happened in the men's tennis, Ramon?
We're waiting to start here, Mike. So if you want to still get involved, matches scheduled to begin here, I believe, just a couple of minutes. I'm going to try to get that time for you, but just about set to go here with the final in Miami between Novak Djokovic, minus 425. He's minus 3.5, minus a 30 on the game spread against Mensik here. Final. This would be I know how our viewers kind of like milestones. This would be a career ATP win 100 for Djokovic if he could win this match. Spending with more action for us here. Tariq says he likes the Nerfy tonight, the Padres and the Braves. I'm liking what I see from my Padres for sure. I know we're playing Atlanta. They're not very good, obviously. They are good. Atlanta's good. Good weekend here for the Padres to win these 3 games. Sellout crowd every night in San Diego. They don't have any trouble selling out here.
I'm waiting for I posted some more stuff for the Raptors game, like Orlando Robinson double plus 215, Ricky Council 7 rebounds and double shot at 11-1 with him there, and I'm waiting for them to post Lonnie Walker again because Lonnie's going to be back, so I might look at Lonnie's points and maybe his rebounds as well. Just waiting for them to post them.
Bobby Mack talking about the game, and we talked about who's staying and it'll be one of those, even if it's April, it'll be one of those games they'll resume and there'll be a couple hundred people left in the stands.
Oh, another penalty. Carolina going on the power play.
You ever been to a rain out or been to a game and a game never got played, go to the game and think they're going to play? They call them so early now, but I've been to a game, where we went in and thought we were going to watch a ball game. This is years and years ago. And in San Diego, even the rains came. Nobody
don't really have that problem in Toronto. we can just go close that roof and we're good to go.
Game's on either way.
I've definitely been in the stadium when it started raining out of nowhere, and then like they're still closing the roof as it's still raining, so you get a little bit of rain in the stadium for a bit, but it closes pretty quick. So
I mentioned on the show a couple times this week about Tampa's predicament of playing in the outdoor, but you know what? It looks like a fun atmosphere. I mean, a little bit different.
They're playing at the Yankees facility, right?
Yeah, but they've spruced it all up. I mean, we know that the Yankees, they've always played, down in the Tampa area.
Well, yeah, at least it's still in Tampa, right? So
yeah, and they've spruced it up. It looks like it says Rays all over the place, and
they should just
big crowds in that old cement building, anyways. So
they should just be moving the Rays out of there.
But it's such, look, we know it's a good team year in and year out. That's the thing about it. So maybe they can be the Rays again here a little bit as Portland nails a 3 with a minute to go here in the first.
Even if they're still good, though, like the fans just don't go. Like,
the Knicks get one. Yeah, it's tough.
Critical notice.
Like, I don't know where. Like, yeah, I don't know where they go, but.
Well, the reason other than the fact that building has been there, and they've talked about, in the past building an outdoor stadium there, but, just hasn't really materialized.
No, I don't think they're going to do it. If they were going to build a new stadium, they already would have. I feel like they're just going to end up moving the team now at this point, at some point.
No. Utah closes out the Blackhawks here 5-2.
Blackhawks fucking stink.
Makes
sense because they got Connor Bedard. We'll see what they can do in the offseason. Can't get the best talent in hockey in the future here without shit in the bed. But what
they need more help. Yeah, he needs more help.
Yeah, of course. They
need a goalie too. Their goalies suck.
They gotta write the fucking check so they can get some players around this guy that can do something here. You gotta build and it has to be fast. You have to give this guy
you can't waste his talent. Yeah,
this guy needs 10 players you can't draft around him.
But look at McDavid though too. Like it took them a while to get it going in Edmonton, and they finally got it going, and maybe they'll get a cup for him, but it's still not a guarantee that Edmonton's going to win. Like I still don't trust Skinner, so we'll see about that and their defense. But so whatever.
2 years ago, I posted a poll. I said, "Will McDavid win the Stanley Cup in Edmonton or anywhere else?" And
anywhere else.
Like, what are you talking about? You're you hater. I said,
he's gonna win it somewhere else, I think. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. I would love for him. I'm a Leaf fan, and it'd be, just as it is though, it's cool to see him, what he's done for the city there. And Edmonton hasn't won one in a while either. They got a pretty tough heartbreak in their last one against Carolina. So
would you rather see McDavid or Austin Matthews?
It's funny because no matter.
It's not even a question, man. Like, of course, as a Leaf fan, I want my team to win, but like we ain't winning shit. McDavid has a better chance of winning, so.
I bet you Tortorella,
Patriots fan. The Patriots, he fucking bought that hat 6 years ago when they were fucking rolling. Yeah. How many Canadians are fucking?
It's okay. It's okay. The Bills might win. Maybe they might win one eventually.
No, we're not.
Maybe.
We're not.
Maybe. Yeah. Probably not. Probably not. But just give me a little glimmer of hope, maybe.
Hey, Spenny, on if you just thought the Knicks just nailed the half-court shot here. They'll lead at the end of the first quarter.
Who was it?
Bridges
question. Who was it?
Just inside, and Bridges nails it for the lead.
Sure. Okay.
first quarter right now.
Let me check the stats.
25 Knicks come back to take the lead here.
Josh Hart, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Not bad start in the first quarter. We'll take it.
Blazers are down 27-25. The Knicks are up here in the second quarter now. We're rolling into the second quarter. 27-25 after Q1. Whoops.
Also, we get here, let's see here, Bassie in tonight for the Spurs just announced.
Yeah, I saw that. He won't play much, but he'll come in and steal him, rebounds probably.
This will be his first action back, right?
Yeah, I think in a couple weeks, yeah.
Got to get you some of those torpedo bats in the major leagues. Everyone's going to be doing it if these Yankees keep mashing. Maybe this is the technology that baseball's been looking for. Auburn here, still with this double-digit lead. You got to figure for Sparty. I don't know if they have that kind of explosiveness that we saw from Florida last night when they needed the points there late, and they were able to get them from Clayton and company. I don't know if we have it from them, so they better sharpen this down here right now, down a dozen with under 12 to go.
It is absolutely fucking go time. That is for sure. Can't leave anything left. Nothing left.
Cubs tacked on some runs here, 6-2. Cubs leading here over Arizona right now. And that game between the Angels and White Sox has resumed here. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning, 2-2.
Runners on.
Huh?
Runners on.
Final.
Canes here with a shorthanded goal just now, guys, to take the lead here late in the second period. Shorty here for the Canes right now.
Nothing kills an over better than shorthanded goals scored for. Let's go. I still like the White Sox in this game. I'm on Toronto, Anaheim here. Well, it's 8-10. It's not here, but 8-10. I'm taking the under. Let's go, Michigan State. Do fucking something. It's going to be all number 1 seeds in the tournament. Really? Really? All 4 number 1s? That's an asshole's bracket.
Yes, I'll be that asshole. Of course, I rode with the SEC.
Did you write all 4 number 1s?
That's fine. That's what you guys have rolled with, and that's why you guys aren't cleaning up necessarily when it comes to what we've seen.
No, I don't disagree. That's great.
You saw the dude from Bet Online put it out there. You sent it to me. All the favorites. Yeah, it's gonna be fucking number 1.
It's awesome, dude.
No surprises.
I don't know. I like the mid-May. I want to see, but it's just whatever the case may be. I don't know if it's, and we see Broom here he's a little bit hurt here. It looks like right now he's hit the ground and maybe hurt his arm a little hyperextended there. His right arm, not too terrible there. A little bit, but you could see as he landed, he tried to brace himself, and it definitely went the wrong way. So it looks just like a little hyperextension. Definitely going to bother him a little bit here, either in this game or for the remainder. It's not a debilitating injury, it looks like, but he's down right now.
Silent Rob, you asked what the next cash.
They need that. MSU needs something because they're getting
the Kings
right
minus 1.5.
For what game?
What's that?
What was that for?
The Kings minus 1.5.
Kings to win by shutout plus 450.
I did a same game parlay for the Golden State game as well. Castle 7 assists, Curry 7 assists, Butler 7 rebounds, and Keldon Johnson 5 rebounds, and that's at 25-1.
And speaking of the game that at the bottom of the hour there, we saw the move on Toronto here today. Obviously, the Sixers, not only with their stars out, but it's been mostly the reserves that have been out that have kind of helped this line move with the Abaselli, Oubre, Grimes, all sitting here in this one. And that move from an opener of 3 mostly all the way up to 6 for the Raps tonight.
I still think Philly, especially if Lonnie Walker is playing in them, like they can still score. Like, Butler's not bad. They got some other, that Edwards guy is not bad. Bona can grab some boards, a pretty big body. Like, I think that Philly could still, keep this still tight game. They could even win, to be honest. The Raptors are so random. Like, they've been playing a lot better the last couple weeks here. But they got Pirtle out too. They got I think Quickly's out tonight for them. So they got they got a couple of guys out tonight as well. Islanders almost scored there.
Yeah, no, and I got burned with them. I thought they might come with it because I liked what Butler was doing, and he had a pretty strong game last time out, but they were just no match for Miami. I went with them there, and that's what I said on the show. I said, look, Butler can have a big game here against the Heat, and he did, but they just didn't get enough contributions, really.
Right. I gave it when I was live last night. I gave it Butler assists at 7 and 8. They both cashed. I should have took it to 10 because he doubled, but I took Bona 10 rebounds, 280, and his double, and he cashed as well. So, good game in that Philly game with those props. So, I'm still waiting for Lonnie Walker.
Ramon, we got a shout out from Michael B. Says, Ramon, is that screen behind you real? I always thought it was a computer background.
Yeah, of course. We did a live scoreboard. I don't want anybody staring at me all day. Let me see if I can bring up here show the latest scores here a little bit. There you see some, but we're active scoreboard here for sure. You see some of the lines here and the games there. You see the Maple Leafs and the Ducks right behind my head there. We talked about some of these matchups tonight. And let's see here. There we go. Oh, there were the line. Now look, I screwed it up. Got a little too cute right there. But there you see the app right there. So if anybody wants their own scoreboard,
that's cool.
Style
Rob says fancy. That's cool. That's cool.
There's a live score right there somewhere. There's that Angel. Oh, the Angels took the lead, guys. Look, top of the 8th, 1 out. 3-2. The Angels. I know Mike said he likes the Sox, but Angels grab the lead here right now. So, when you're watching me and there's live games, you can kind of follow the score. I know everybody's got their apps and whatever, but I just thought it'd be a cool idea to have it this way, and that's how I set it up. Everybody's got their own little backgrounds out there. Remember the old thing in the pandemic? They had Rate My Room. And everyone tried to make their rooms the fanciest when everybody was online.
Ramon's got the background in check. I can appreciate that. I like it. I like that it's live updating. It's awesome.
Yeah, I wouldn't put one of those fake ones up. That's not me. I would have. I'd have some other background, but I think with the live odds, there's a full-on live scores right now. But Knicks 38-31 over the Blazers. Auburn by 10. There's that Canes 4-3 lead. Senators and Penguins no score there, and Cubs 6-2 over the Diamondbacks.
Silent Rob says Ramon's like the weather guy, but for sports. I love it. I love it. I think that's cool. Pointing to the spot on the wall. It's awesome. What do you have, a TV? Is that a big TV?
It is. It might just be. It might fall on me one morning, so just be sure if you're watching to call the authorities if I get knocked over and knocked out right on the air live on your channel.
What's up, Chosen One? Appreciate you coming out here, my friend.
I think it's a 96-inch TV behind me.
Really?
Yeah. Takes up pretty much the whole little studio wall here.
I love the background refresh there. I see it. Why not?
Knicks by 7 here now. And Sparty just can't get it. The time continues to tick down here.
They're making shots.
They just can't get through that 10. They can't get a run. They had a run when they were getting stomped, and they can't get another one. 10 points, 8.5 minutes to go. This will be a good time for a run. Casher.
Simons in there with a little bucket. MSU with a rejection here to get on the move here. Driving in amongst the trees. Leaves it off. Foul. No bucket, but going to the line here. Michigan State with 7:30 to go. That's going to give us the under 8 timeout here right now with 52-42. Auburn, 7.5 to go.
Matty Betts has got to be sweating right now.
They got to do some sort of run. They think you could do like a little 6-0 run, like just a quick little 6-0 run or something, just bring it in kind of tight and then grind it out. Got to do something. Some momentum going. They've only made like 3 threes the whole game, so that doesn't help either. Got to make your threes out here.
And we're obviously, I would think, looking at another NCAA tournament under here for sure right now. 136, the live line, a good 10-plus points off of the closing line here.
Unless both teams just get hot or something, but doesn't seem like it.
No, this one's going to turn into a little football match here. Because you see, like, and they said in the chat, you look at Auburn, they're not a crisp team. Like I said, I think they kind of do it with their athleticism a little bit, but.
Oh, yeah, check the points there.
Good comments there in the chat talking about the from Brian Smith talking about those Yankees bats, right? I mean, look, it's not hard to go out and just to experiment. You could do it in batting practice. And if you've got these type of, baseball players like Jeff, they're some of the most difficult to ever put kind of new things by them a little bit. So the fact that this has been embraced so quickly, I would imagine other teams are going to go to it. You wouldn't do it in a game. These baseball players would never do it in a game if they, think it wasn't an improvement. So I think we're seeing, we've seen little things throughout the years, right? Cover the little cup at the end, right, to help it, take the extra weight out the end of the bat. But this looks so incredible here. It looks so incredible, they'll probably find a way to try to ban it. Because that's what we do in baseball. I'm looking forward to this Padre game, even if Mike wants to go against these guys tonight. We've got a little bit of momentum here for sure. A lot of excitement this weekend. If we can sweep these Braves a little bit. Look, I know Big Bad Blue is up there already winning all their games, but Padres have been overlooked by everyone here. Yeah, maybe they're going to be sellers if they can't get it going. But remember, they were only, basically a 500 team at the break last year, and then they got it going. So they've settled their issues with their ownership group. You know what happened, guys, is that after the owner passed away, the wife of the owner kind of went on a media tour, and the fans really like the wife, but she has, no real business experience or anything, but she wanted to kind of run the team. When it finally broke down, Mr. Seidler, Peter Seidler, the owner, he basically said, my brothers are going to run this team when I pass. So John Seidler has become the chairman of the Padres. He's a few years younger than Peter Seidler. He's in good health. He played baseball with it. The brothers all played baseball. They're 10, I believe, Seidler siblings. And John Seidler said, hey, when we were growing up, and we got to our, senior years, our older years as players, I was a catcher. Peter was a pitcher. We were, little league teammates. We love baseball, and the Padres are going to try to keep it status quo and try to spend money here. It just was a little bit of a bump there when he passed away that, maybe the Padres were going to cut, and they did. They did cut it certainly a little bit, but they're going to find their spots, and they've got some talent. And Michael B. talking about right now what's going on here with the Cubs in Arizona. Can Arizona get something going here right now late? We're in the bottom of the 8th inning.
8th inning over there. Eh? What game do I got going on here? Raptors game's coming up about half an hour.
4-3 in the second intermission.
Yeah, Carolina game. I have that one on us.
Ottawa and Pittsburgh, nothing doing, no scoring at all.
All right, I'm gonna have a beer.
Let's go, Michigan State. Let's go, baby.
I got a new sporting event coming on right now. If we're kind of, just watching the game here. Certainly not a lot of games tonight, but going to talk about anything that's available for you guys to bet on here. Houston and Portland, Major League Soccer in 5 minutes here in Portland. Rips it in the Rose City, I should say, with Portland -0.5 plus 120. I don't know if we got any of our soccer guys in the chat today. I did send out a play actually on Houston, but always tough to play up there in Portland. Total 2.5 over -145. Could be 3 under 30. Have you ever watch Portland games, guys? When they score a goal, they bring out that huge saw and they gotta chop a whole slice off of a big redwood tree. That's their celebration when they nobody has that celebration. It's loud, that chainsaw when Portland scores a goal at home.
All right. Come on, Michigan State.
Just a note, Broom has had to check out of this game with that arm injury right now, and I believe they're saying questionable to return. Maybe it'll be, see how this game unfolds here over the last 6 minutes, and still an 11-point lead, whether or not they need Broom. He's walking here back into the arena right now. There, he's got a big wrap on his arm a little bit, so he's back here. I imagine he might. I imagine he might check back in here. Yeah, he's going right to the scorer's table.
Yeah, Michigan's not doing enough. Just not doing enough.
D-backs tied it here. I might be behind. Toucan says they've taken the lead here.
Spenny, who won the golf tournament?
I don't know. You gotta tell me.
Minwoo Kim.
This is good. Mike just says it in the back. Minwoo Kim. Minwoo.
Oh, I thought it was Lopez Chikara. Oh, that was the DP World Tour event this week. The scores were kind of strange there. They this week with wasn't the best field, I don't think.
Are you saying it wasn't
My buddy had
like
it? Yeah, if you so choose, there's a good finish here with the ladies right now, a one-stroke lead. They're still on the back nine here, plenty of golf left right now. And Hu Kim is leading by a stroke over American here, Allison Corpus by one stroke. And also you have Lindy Duncan 2 strokes back. So some golf left here today with the ladies out at the LPGA Ford Championship. Broom takes a 3 and buries it.
Michigan's done.
60-48. Broom walks right back on that court. Should be noted, we know he's a lefty shooter. It was his right arm.
47-44 in the Portland Knicks game for the Knicks.
And it felt, really had to maybe make up some of that ground when Broom was in the locker room, but it did not happen. So Broom 10 of 13 from the field, 13 rebounds. He's come through big time today.
Portland's starting back again now, 48-47 on the line.
Yeah, and I think, talking about the, where the teams are in the stand, the Knicks are kind of, look, you don't want to win, you don't want to lose them all, but they're kind of stuck in third, Spenny. They're obviously not, nobody's going to catch the Celtics for second, and with a 3.5 game lead over the Pacers. Like I said, with just 9 or 10 games to go, it seems like, okay, yeah, sure, but not really. Yeah. The Knicks are probably going to be in third place, so that does take a little bit of motivation away. Still got to win a couple there for sure, but does feel like kind of clear in the standings there, and kind of just stuck a little bit. Whereas Portland, like I said, they still have some motivation. If they could go on a tear, like I said, comparing them to those other teams that are, if anything, the Portland momentum is positive. The other teams are negative, but they're going to need, Portland's going to basically need to go 8-2, if that, and that's going to be hard.
Yeah, that's a tough stretch.
10-0 run there for the Blazers. Totally get back in the lead here by 1, 2.5 to go. Thanks for doing an impromptu show, Mike, for this game. Sorry we're not going to get a close finish, but
yeah, it's fun to make some live bets, find some spots, watch MMA Jeff celebrate his NASCAR and his golf.
Jeff does it. He does it on the course. He does it on the track. Where else can we get this guy here?
It's fun.
By the way, that tennis match, it's been delayed even further now, right now, with Joker. I believe now, I'm going to get the time for you. So if you want more action tonight, I believe the match has been delayed here now to 8 p.m. Eastern and 5 Pacific.
Yeah. I'm going to throw some fucking plays out there for golf next week. we can obviously watch the playbook as it goes live. We're adding to it day to day. So we got the playbook for the UFC going out. I'm gonna throw some golf plays out there again, and we're gonna smash this motherfucker. Let's go.
I'll notice.
Yeah, we're on the Texas swing here, so we're in San Antonio. Spenny, you could have hung out there and tried to qualify for the Valero Texas Open this week at the Oaks course at TPC San Antonio this week. So one more stop before we go to Augusta. Last year's champion there was Akshay Bhatia. Was able to win last year at the Texas Open. Other recent winners here, Corey Connors, JJ Spawn, who's definitely been, Jeff, one of the better players on tour this year. I think that's fair to say. He's won this tournament as well. Jordan Spieth won it first year back from the pandemic. So we're in San Antonio next week with just 1 week away. Let's get it. Jeff gives us another winner heading into the Masters. We'll be all in, Mike, when we get to Augusta with whatever Jeff says is what we're going to do.
Fuck you, Ramon. I appreciate it.
Well, I think
I love you. I love you, boys.
When it comes to the Masters, we probably have our own favorites here, knowing what to do with the course here. But man, I love the Masters.
I love it too. Mike and I played a replica of the Masters course. I think it was at South Carolina.
Yep.
But I don't. I'll tell you what. I don't know if Tiger's playing, but
no.
I would say Tiger's missing the cut.
Tiger is gonna miss the cut.
The only things Tiger's playing now these days is a little bit of Trump play, if you know what I mean. He's dating. Yeah. Saw that picture, of course, this week with
respect his privacy
and Vanessa Trump, the former wife of Donald Trump Jr. There, Tiger's dating into the Trump family. Kind of you got Kai Trump, an up-and-coming golfer. She's won the club championship at the Trump's course. There, somehow she won it there. The young lady. Look, she's probably got a little bit of game, certainly, and she's got a new coach for sure. People want to downplay it a little bit. I'm sure their families. I'm sure they're all getting along fine with Tiger.
I don't know what you mean by the game, there, Ramon. Why don't you elaborate?
Well, I mean, if you're
talking with you, I don't think Rory's getting it this week, or for the Masters. I don't think so. I think I haven't looked into it, but I do think we're getting a new winner. Never been crowned before at the Masters. I think we're getting a new winner this year, but I haven't looked into it. So.
Man, I can't believe I'm just watching Auburn continue to toast Michigan State. We're going to get all number ones. This is what they wanted. This is how they jockeyed up the standings for the year.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
I was going to say, some teams, there was a record number of spots where teams can't play each other 3 times. There's some astronomical spot behind the scenes with March Madness, and they said these teams can't play each other 3 times within 2 months or some nonsense. So when they play conference championships, they can't. So the way they did the seeding was with that being the paramount. Then they threw the other teams around them so that they jockeyed up the bracket this year. And now we have 4 number ones. You'll see this. You'll hear this come out. 4 number ones now. Going to meet for the March Madness tournament.
Yeah, that was unfortunate here because they Sparty had just made a nice field goal here and looked like they were going to get a rebound, but we got a foul to put Auburn at the line with 2.5 to go, and they're making free throws. So, Mikey, it will not be, according to Jeff, or you. I don't know. if you got a non-repeat winner, so no Scotty, no John Rahm, no Hideki Matsuyama, no Fat Pat, no Sergio. Some of these guys, no Spieth.
Nope.
I look to a lefty.
And I'll tell you what, Nuke, I'll throw a side bet on with you there. I see you in the chat disagreeing with Roars.
Yeah, if anything, it feels like Rory has the most pressure right here. Here's another 3 by Sparty.
In Roars, he soared in the final round. He did.
What today, brother?
Nuke, I'll throw a fucking side bet with you. And I will throw some golf plays out there Tuesday or probably Wednesday, I guess. But either way, throw them out there.
Portland by 8 at halftime here against the Knicks. We're wrapping up our coverage, but current line looks like it's going to be right now at DraftKings, Knicks -3, -115 for the second half, 112 over, -115 here. Spenny. Oh, it might not be behind the.
No, I'm here. No, I hear you. No, there's the Portland went on a big run there to end the half and came up big there. I was just putting in some play. They put Lonnie Walker out, so I'm gonna put Lonnie Walker 20 plus points at plus 320. The Islanders just scored to tie it up. So I took the 20 plus points and then 5 plus rebounds plus 155 and 7 plus rebounds as well. The 7 plus is at plus 550 for the rebounds.
And just to let everybody know, we're just about set to go in those games. The Spenny loads you up right now, just a couple of minutes away from tip-off here in those 4 games. Include, I don't know, maybe I missed. I don't know if Spenny's got anything on that barn burner between the Hornets and the Pels tonight.
I took the Hornets.
Me too.
Makovic points, 15 plus.
Maskovich, huh? All right, let's go. I took Portland +7. I took the Hornets. I think I got 3. But anyways, 2.5 is fine. I think the wrong team's favored there.
Final.
Hawks and Bucks, 236. Still think that's still low. Like to give me
Nuke, all good, dude. I've been challenged a bunch of times on side bets, and figured I'd throw it out there if you wanted to challenge. But no, all good, dude. All good.
I love the Anaheim Toronto under 6.5. There you guys go. Love that spot. Best bet of the night for me.
Well, I got to move the TVs around. It's time to put the Padres on the big screen here for me. I'm kicking the basketball game off a little bit. Think we're done for the most part. Take a pretty awesome comeback here. We'd be talking about for years if they come back and from this one. But look at my Padres tonight as a featured game here, even with all this hoop.
Play. Yeah, what are you guys doing? Are you guys done after this, or are you guys sticking around? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, we'll probably shut it down here after this Michigan State game. We'll wrap this thing up. We'll put some of the plays we have out there, and let's put a bow in the show, boys.
Yeah, make some
nice little impromptu. Everybody's spending time on a Sunday. Trying to give some winners. We got some winners. Jeff got plenty of winners.
Oh, nice play.
Jeff's buying tonight.
I didn't want to talk about it.
We're eating large, Jeff. We're gonna run up a tab.
We're not eating those 39-cent cheeseburgers Sharpie was talking about.
We don't have to bring our own cheese. Is what? Who was doing that, Mike? I just have some crap slices here in my back pocket.
That was Jeff's boy.
That was my boy.
He'd save 10 cents. Buy them 29-cent cheeseburgers, toss the cheese on top.
Dude, swear to God, that motherfucker brought his own fucking cheese.
When it comes to sliced processed cheese, I never go cheap on that. I'm always going for the top brand name there.
Yeah, you don't want that.
You're spending 20 cents on the $10 cheese?
Underway at all those NBA games, underway at the Padre game. Auburn burying some free throws here. A 9-point lead, a minute and a half to go. Got to go. Michigan State need threes quickly. Here, maybe we can get the line for the next game. There's a three, real quick. A 3-pointer here for the Sparty. And I guess they could try to play one more possession for sure before the foul game a little bit. But whoa, Auburn goes right in, spins it up and in for a bucket. That might have done it here. Blocking foul on Auburn as Spartans tried to go quickly there, but stoppage to play, foul on Auburn, but.
All the number ones, eh? All right.
All number ones.
I tweeted out this week, Mike, I was SEC when SEC wasn't cool.
That's awesome.
Spin on the old song, if you remember.
I told the story.
Anybody? Barbara Mandrell?
I told the story. It was probably, I don't know, 6 years ago now, maybe 7, where the SEC commissioner called in all the SEC programs and said, we're fucking dominant in football, but we suck in basketball, right? I mean, go back 7 years. They were terrible. And they said they got to fix that. And here they are. They got the most teams now, 6-7 years later, the most teams in the tournament. And they're just dominating. They're dominating everybody. They fixed it up. They got themselves going. Jeff?
After this game, I'm letting you guys go. This is what I'm looking at right now. This is look how excited. Yes.
Yes.
In all fairness, you guys want to see me clip her? she will attack back. But after this game, I'm gonna let you guys go.
Yeah, we got a minute 10 left in this game. We'll shut her down after that. Thank you guys all for watching with us here. We hope to close this thing out. Maybe get this cover. Oh, Jeff woke the dog up.
Yeah, the dogs didn't. There's true. The dogs were not barking.
I'm gonna mute my.
They're barking now, but that's it.
Jeff did what he did. The truth says favorites went 12-0 this weekend. Can you believe it? Can you believe that number?
And Mike, I want to shout out Tom Moore, Two Tones. He's kind of leading our contest there with Algus. I don't know how this game's going to, I don't know if it'll shake it up too much there, but Kong's Clips, third in our contest. Bill Cox, Cameron Sinnett, Barry Roselle. Great job with their picks. Here it's not over yet. You got some guys with Duke. You got some guys with Houston as well. So we're not done in the contest. Thanks everybody for putting their brackets in, having a little fun there. And like I said, Nuke and I believe, are cleaning up over there across. I'm going to be in a dead heat right now. I think I can still win, but I'm probably going to be sharing $900 with one other player over there. I believe I'll have to see how it shakes out. I've been following it somewhat closely, not too closely, so I got to look at it. But Nuke's had a very good tournament over there as well in the big brackets.
Nuki.
All right. I'll tell you what. Let me jump on here. You can follow me, MMA Jeff, and at Sports Money, fighting my dog off as we roll around. But I do have to go. I'm gonna throw some golf plays out there again. And as you know, we got the sports book for the UFC rolling, so keep an eye out for that.
Hey, good job, Jeff.
I woke the dog up, and I'm fucking.
That's you gotta live with it now.
Thanks, Jeff.
Takes his winners and he's gone.
Get that money.
Yeah, great show on Saturday night. I had a pretty good card there, Mikey. I started off hot with winners on the undercard. Gave a couple of back on the main card there. Spenny back to back over there. Great picks from you this week over there.
Appreciate you. Yeah, that was yesterday was decent. We had a couple good fights and some good NBA plays yesterday on the live stream, and hopefully we'll cash some of these plays that I gave out on the stream here today in the NBA. Got all these games kind of popping off now, and Portland game at halftime now. So we'll see how everything goes, and probably have some more stuff out later on for the Phoenix and Houston game later on tonight.
I was able to score in the UFC, Mike. I had Emmers first round knockout and rolled through 5-1 early, but I had Dober with everybody. I think that was everybody was on Dober. I think on our team, right? Pretty much in that one, and he missed the end of the fight, right? He was out on his knees. And by the time he came to, he was ready to fight.
He's ready to fight again. He didn't know where he was. Carolina just scored again. It's 5-4.
Wow, we got goals aplenty over here right now. Islanders ain't gonna hold any leads, that's for sure. But and I did take a decision with Moreno. Decision was my pick in that one, and I was with you guys. Martinez with that knockout for sure. Should have went first round there, but had him by KO. So good time. You guys did a great job on the show. We're winding it down here right now with Michigan State trying to put up some desperation shots at this point. They getting the board here, loose ball. Probably going to do it. We're in the final 30 seconds. We got a tie up here.
Oh,
I was hoping we might. Go ahead.
Get the under. The boys came on, gave out this under. It was a big under. We got the 13.5. Let's see if we can catch that live play. Michigan State. But, yeah, it looks like we're going to have 4 number ones, boys. 4 number ones. Makes for a separate side of fun. You really
should
have to
be good basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fernando Tatis, excuse me, swing with a double down the right field line. A check swing. He didn't mean to do it, but good hitters find a way to get on, and he's got a goofy-looking double here right now to start it off for the Pods. Nuke, feeling like I do when you guys get in the air, and I don't know where to go next. MLS final here. Austin beat St. Louis 1-0. And Lucky Power talking about this big run outburst here right now. And the Arizona Diamondbacks did close out the Cubs 10-6. Cubs led 6-2. And they went all Cubs on them there a little bit. Stirring company, man. Do we got a chat here, Mike, or what? I can't even keep up. I try to be Mr. Know-It-All. Look at these guys, Mike.
They're on it.
Let's go, boys. Let's get this Portland spot. Portland against the East has been a trend we have been riding all year here. They're up +7. They're up 58-50. Wrong team favored. Maybe. Golden State's up 19-6. I like Golden State. I think it was 11.5 against the Spurs. The Bucks are down 22-18 to the Hawks. And there's them Hornets. I told you I like them Hornets. Give me them points. 15-10. Game just started. Timberwolves, Pistons, -7. I had a tough time with that Timberwolves game because a lot of trends showed Timberwolves, but they're at home and Pistons are firing. That's a tough spot to be involved. we'll see what happens. We have 2 games left, boys. Toronto and the Sixers. Oh, my goodness. A battle of nothing. Probably got to look to the over. Neither team plays defense. 223.5. And the Rockets and the Suns. Here come the Suns. Not tonight. I think the Rockets get that first half against the Suns.
Hey, Manny Machado just banged this one off the wall. Tatis scores 1-0 Padres, bottom of the first. And
There you go.
is on the lead in front of, looks like the 4th consecutive sellout here this weekend.
Good start for the Pods.
Mikey, Toronto's not going to, like I said, the East teams are all settled in there. I'll probably bet it and not tell anybody. Shameful betting.
Did anybody bet Denny Hamlin?
Was there a race today?
I don't know. But
did he win?
Good job, Jeff. You are our man today, Jeff.
Just fucking around with you guys. and I appreciate all you guys.
I love it. We love it. We love it.
Final is in Auburn. Did they get the money? Yes, they did by 1 point. Auburn covers here in a 70-64 win. That'll get all the money, and there were no 6s out there. There were 5.5s. Make no mistake. Most of the line was 5. There were some 5.5s. Auburn is going to cover here. Tariq scores with a Yerfie here at the bottom of the first inning with this Padres team. They almost had another one as a great catch out here saves a run from scoring there as Cronenworth comes up 1-0 runner at third. And a great job, guys, on the show. Jeff, great job today by you.
Appreciate it. So you said Michigan State, and I'm not watching it.
Akins came back to score 15 points after he only had 2 points in the first half, so we'll take that.
They covered the 13.5 live.
They did. They did.
All right.
Akins got 15 points, so it was plus 160 for Akins. We'll take that.
Yeah, great job. There.
So let's go around the horn. Spenny, where can they find you?
You can catch me at Twitter. You know, most of my plays are usually at Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, at Penny_8. Put a bunch of plays out already in the chat tonight. Probably the last game is the Houston game there, so I might have some stuff out later on for that one. But yeah, put up most of my plays already in the chat and on the show here, so hopefully you can catch some nice spots in the NBA.
All right, Mike, bring me up because I'm going to tell Ice Viking, fuck you. Yeah.
This guy's fired up.
Plus 300s, a bunch of plus 400s. 550 on Danny Hamlin. Hey. He's a winner. He's always a winner. He's the best winner. So, yeah. Shout out Ice Viking. I want a lot tonight. I might fly a jet to Mike's house, and we're gonna
win so much you may even get tired of winning, and you'll say, "Please, please, it's too much winning."
We're gonna win. We're gonna win.
Too much winning.
It's the best wins. Some would say the greatest wins, but we're gonna win. Shout out, Ice. Appreciate all you guys watching.
Ramon Scott, tell him what you got. You're running so hot.
I was hoping we could just stretch this out. We could get a line here with Florida and Auburn. Maybe the last seconds with you guys, we can just see if we're going to get that line between those two SEC teams that'll be in the other half of the bracket here right now. We'll talk about lines tomorrow on the morning steam at 9 Eastern and 6 Pacific. We get it ready for another week, Mikey. We're back in bookending here Monday through Friday, you and I wake them up and you put them to bed at 6 Eastern and 3 Pacific as you get ready for the primetime action with Mikey Money. That's how we get it done here on the Sports Money Network. I think I'm wearing the same. I don't know if I'm taking my shirt off all weekend, boys. Woo! Great weekend, though, and really appreciate getting together here watching this game with Auburn. It is working out for me there a little bit. I might be in line across the street there for a payday as well. So we'll see. I'm hoping we see a line, but I don't know if we're going to get it just yet. Any estimate? And what do you think, guys? Any predictions there, Florida and Auburn line? In the chat, anybody see?
I'm going to say either. I don't know. I think it could be. I think it's going to be like 2.5, maybe Auburn.
Okay. Well, maybe Auburn deserves it. Just feels like Florida. They just seem more aesthetically pleasing to me, these Florida games. But Auburn did a nice job, obviously, today. So
I'm just kind of hoping that Florida's a dog because I want to bet them as a dog. But I think 2.5 either way could be. I think.
Well, you said it, Spenny, and we're getting it here right now at Bet Online. The Florida Gators are the 2.5-point favorite to open up. We'll see where we go. The total here is 164. Florida 2.5, 164 is the first line released here at currently at Bet Online. I'm looking at it live.
Yeah, 2.5 made sense. 2.5 makes sense. Just seems like a pretty reasonable line either way. Might have to bet Auburn now as a dog.
Great job, you guys.
You like taking some points, Jeff, with this Auburn team?
Might have to take the money line. I got futures or one future on Florida as well, not Auburn, so might have to.
Okay. Great job, guys.
Great work all around, gentlemen.
Silent Rob. I'm just going to say, but Ice Bucket, appreciate you following the 13.5 on Michigan. That was a hell of a call.
Good spot to get in early. Many more plays to go. What a great day today we had. Thank you guys all for following. If you haven't done so already, smash that thumbs up button on the way out the door. Shout out to all our guests here. We had Matty Ice as debutante here on Sports Money. Connor Mack Picks came in. He gave us his picks here. Of course, our guy, Ramon Scott, Spenny Penny Bombs, MMA Jeff. On behalf of the whole Sports Money crew, we appreciate you guys for following us. Hope you had a great night, got that money, and we'll see you guys again real soon. Make sure you check out Ramon Scott, 9 a.m. tomorrow. He's going to give you guys the intro to the week to get that money.